from physicians, geneticists, registered dietitians, personal trainers, and licensed psychologists. Whether you want to slow the signs of aging, boost your energy, lose weight, or just optimize your health, fitness, and longevity overall, our medical experts can create programs 100% personalized for your body. It starts with a complete study of your genetic blueprint that'll reveal hundreds of insights. Our physician-led team will then translate those discoveries into programs tailored to your body's specific needs. It's more than data. It's a plan, personalized just for you, to help you live better and longer. Personalized genetic wellness programs, only for you, only from Pro. Make your appointment today. Learn more at proclub.com.
Rain affects our region in many ways, and for some of you, soil erosion and settling can lead to sinking concrete around your home.
Hi, I'm Matthew Cote with Matvey Foundation Repair. If you have an uneven, cracked driveway, sunken sidewalk, or sagging cement porch, we offer an easy and cost-effective solution. When you call Matvey, you'll get a realistic bid, meticulous cleanup, and work that's backed by a 25-year warranty. No one else in our industry offers that kind of guarantee.
For your free evaluation, call 844-9-MATVEY or MatveyFoundationRepair.com.
Our customers tell us that it's easy to love a Shane Company diamond because of its unmatched sparkle. Hi, I'm Tom Shane.
And I'm Ed. With over 30 years' experience as a diamond buying specialist, I can assure you that the unique way we buy diamonds at Shane Company sets us apart. My team handpicks the most beautiful diamonds in all three diamond capitals of the world, Antwerp, Tel Aviv, and Mumbai.
No other jeweler buys diamonds the way we do. We are Seattle's direct diamond importer.
We examine each stone individually and only buy the prettiest diamonds within each grade. Our rigorous evaluation and selection process guarantees that your Shane Company diamond has maximum sparkle, whatever grade you choose.
And everyone in Seattle knows a Shane Company diamond is a natural diamond. We've been importing the prettiest diamonds, all ethically sourced, for 4 generations. Now you have a friend in the diamond business. Shane Company and ShaneCo.com.
The Store More Save More event is going on now at the Home Depot, and it's the perfect time to get a handle on clutter. Even better, get an HDX 27-gallon storage tote, a special buy at just $8.98 each. They're tough, they're stackable, and each one can hold 75 pounds. That's some heavy-duty storage without the heavy-duty price. The Store More Save More event is going on now at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through February 4th, available in-store and online while supplies last.
Geico presents unhelpful home improvement how-tos.
A slippery bathroom floor can result in expensive hospital bills. So today, I'll show you how to cushion a serious fall by filling your bathroom with thousands of plastic balls. Just nail a piece of plywood across the doorway and dump in 2,000 multicolored plastic balls.
You could try to protect yourself with a bathroom full of plastic balls, or you could get liability coverage through the Geico Insurance Agency. Visit geico.com and see how affordable renter's insurance can be.
Staples has low prices on the supplies your business needs to clear the clutter for the new year and run your business like a boss. From calendars to banker's boxes and storage bins. Visit staples.com for more. Staples.
Employee pricing for all. It's on at Evergreen Chevrolet. And Dan, you saying I could buy that Corvette you've been letting me drive for exactly the same amount you would pay for it?
That's right, Mike. You pay what we pay and not 1 penny more. And by the way, we're loaded with Corvettes now. But I could also save you $17,000 on Silverado Crew Cab 4x4s. We have over 20, all priced at $32,900.
Yeah, guys, these Silverados were over $50,000. You're going to pay just $32,900. It's ridiculous. You can go shop 10 other Chevy stores, but then click evergreenchevrolet.com for the best deals in the Northwest.
Employee pricing for all is on now. I guarantee you'll not pay a penny more than us. Always more, always for less. Find new roads to evergreenchevrolet.com, or as always, exit 15 I-90 Issaquah.
MSRP $50,160, less $17,260. Evergreen Chevrolet discount and Chevy cash incentives 8 at this price. Sale ends 1/6/19. Negotiable dock service fee of $150 may be added to purchase price. Fins posted to the dealership. See dealer for details.
Give me Evergreen until I die. Homeowners, do you feel like you're stuck on the credit card treadmill? Stressed because your consumer debt and monthly payments are just too high? Well, Brock Hewitt here for Tila Mortgage with a solution. Home values in our area have risen dramatically, which means you probably have significant equity in your very own home. And a cash-out refinance with Tila to put that money back in your pocket. Make a fresh start this new year by consolidating that lingering credit card debt, student loans, home equity line of credit, or second mortgage. Interest rates could rise again, so cashing out your home equity now could be your best decision. Tila Mortgage has been part of our community for over 20 years. And whether it's a refinance, purchase, or reverse mortgage, they're ready to help. TILA, spelled TILA, is a name you can trust for truthful, honest, and ethical advice for all your mortgage needs. Call TILA Mortgage today, 206-766-8888, 206-766-8888, or TILAmortgage.com. Powered by Hometown Lenders, CLA 65084.
You're listening to Brock and Salk.
Live from the Alaska Airlines studios.
Streaming through the 710 Sports app and on 710sports.com.
A role play group? What a role.
Let me clear my...
Oh! I hope you don't mind. Brock and Salk, 710 ESPN, Seattle. There you go. Howie Long joining us just a few minutes ago, and that was a lot of fun. Howie is a unique human being. And
Running the darkness, man. Mike Robb talked about it as a fullback. D lineman talked about it. O lineman talked about it. Be a whole lot of darkness in a physical matchup like this.
Just sort of made Lydia watch some of my favorite old NFL films, Crunch Course.
I mean, you didn't make me. It seems very cool.
Well, it is cool, isn't it? Well, I was going to say, Lydia seemed like she really enjoyed it. How much did you enjoy that?
A lot. I would go watch the entire thing. I saw that it's like an hour long.
You didn't make her do anything.
That is my favorite thing.
I saw Chuck Knox pop up there.
I was trying to make fun of myself for my dorky obsession.
You didn't make her do it. Stop it. Stop the stuff like that. It's a new year.
You can't even have a conversation around here anymore. What has happened to this show? You can't even talk on this show anymore.
You can't even tell a lie around here. Like, what is the deal?
You can't even... You can't even have any theater of the mind around here.
Totally exaggerating.
Not even a little.
Dramatic effect.
What is happening to our communication? Do we need to have a little meeting?
In fact, we need to be doing reality television or radio instead of what we normally do. And I promise that'll be a New Year's resolution. In the meantime, I want to spend a few minutes on the interview that John Clayton did yesterday. Yes, the same coughing John Clayton you just heard, with Brian Schottenheimer. And, this idea of what happened after the second week of the season has really kind of become the story of this year in so many ways. I've said I think this is a year about Pete Carroll, and if so, then what happened after week 2 is as important as any decision Pete made. I mean, right there with jettisoning some of the older players and bringing in some of the new blood and changing coordinators, and then eventually after week 2 and says going to Schottenheimer and saying we gotta have a little meeting because this just isn't working.
Pete and I knew each other, but we really didn't know each other, and it's a relationship and it's like a marriage. And so I remember him having some thoughts and I had some thoughts, and it was an awesome meeting, and we came out of there kind of connected on, hey, yes, this is exactly who we want to be. And that's when you kind of saw us. We got Fluker back, like you mentioned. We started to get George Fant involved a little bit, knowing that our mentality was going to be one that wanted to physically win the line of scrimmage and everything that we did. And I give Pete a lot of credit just because it was such an open and honest communication window that we had for that meeting, and it's paid big dividends.
Well, and Brock, I get torn because part of me wants to say, what took you so long? And then the other part of me says, well, look, this is a team that is good at making adjustments, and in this case, they recognized the problem that was there and adjusted.
If I'm being honest, I think I got pretty enamored with Russell. He's a pretty dynamic player, and so we got away from the running game a little bit those first 2 games, and obviously Chicago was going to be hard. We knew that. They were a really good front seven, and when we got back home from Chicago Tuesday early morning, that afternoon, Pete and I just kind of sat down, and we had a great visit. We just talked for about an hour about a lot of different things, and it was really cool just to, as I look back on it, 2 guys trying to get on the same page. And it wasn't just about the running game or anything. It was about different things, game day experience and stuff like that we wanted to get to know each other.
Well, you were a little perplexed about this and why it did take so long. So let's step back just a little bit and look around football through the decades and the years. You know what largely defensive coordinators do, and defensive-minded guys like Pete? You know what they typically do? They fire. They fire offensive coaches. Kyle Whittingham in Utah will have his 10th offensive coordinator in 12 years. Jack Del Rio fired coordinator after coordinator after coordinator. And ultimately, I think it got him run out the door in Oakland. Mike Zimmer fires a coordinator in season that he had just hired. That is usually the modus operandi of defensive-minded guys. Like, it doesn't work, you're just out. And then they just kind of put them in the corner, and, there's always kind of a friction and usually unhealthy when you look at a lot of that. Offensive guys, well, what happens with offensive head coaches? How much of a tug-of-war do you constantly see of, well, I better take the play calling over? Like Mike McCarthy calls it, nope, hand him the call sheet, nope, I want that call sheet back. Well, You better hire a head coach that calls the offensive plays, like a Sean McVay and many of those guys do, and Sean Payton as head coaches and play callers. Why? Because when they try to hand it over, there's constant tension. So I think if you just kind of step back and see that that is a normal friction point anyway, whether you're an offensive or defensive-minded guy, I think what stands out there is the open and honest, because that's hard to find. And it's one of the things that makes Pete unique. It's one of the reasons why Jody extended him into 2021. Just kind of open and honest with his players, with his staff, and there's no way they'd be here, as Howie Long said. You know, and nobody expected this. Certainly didn't even after 0-2. Yeah, and I think when you kind of go back and figure out how in the world are they here playing the playoff game, that just transparency and honesty with his OC, a big part of it.
That's a really good point, and probably one we don't talk about enough. But Pete it's a developmental program, right? And that's not just for players, but it's also for relationships. It's for coaches. And, you know, you can understand how a guy would fall in love with Russell Wilson early. I still think that after being brought here specifically for the purpose of running the ball, you've got to make sure you give that a shot before anything else. But look, they corrected it after a couple of weeks. And, you know, Russell Wilson is really good.
Terrific player. I've been blessed. I've been around some really good ones. You know, I'm not going to compare him to anybody else. I will say this. I think he's probably the best deep ball thrower that I've ever been around. And just the ultimate competitor. The preparation, the way he works. Special young man, special player, and truly a joy to coach.
Pete is so obsessed with those explosive plays. I mean, you know, everyone says Pete's a running game guy, and in a big way he is. But the second part of that, if that's 1A, 1B, is the desire for the explosive plays. And he certainly mentioned, I mean, he's mentioned that with us how many times this year?
Always.
So proud of the explosive play differential.
Because if you don't have that, it's really neat to have a run game and shorten the game, but you just don't score points, right? You throw to score, you run to win. And the hashtag all season long, you throw to score, you run to win, just like Baltimore's done, just like most of these playoff teams have done. What did Clayton say? Like 11 of the top rushing teams are in these playoffs. Like you see it every year, last year in the playoffs. The number one tell in every game. You go back and look, the team that outrushed your opponent all the way to the Super Bowl championship, the team that outrushed your opponent won the game. So your ability to run, but you have to, and especially when you go on the road. This is a premium now that you are on the road as the 5th seed. You're not hosting. You're not the number one. You got to do it the hard way. If you don't match up explosives with the run game, it's going to be really hard to win.
You know, we like to play from ahead of the sticks. We think that's important. Third downs in this league are really hard. I mean, you're the best in the world if you can convert 48, 49%. So by staying ahead of the sticks, that's important. And I think, again, our ability to run the football and establish the run sets up so many things in the play pass world for us, which Russell is so good at. The misdirection, he's got those big hands, and he can maneuver the ball and misdirect the defense. And it just gives us a chance to be really explosive. I think, you know, last 6 or 7 weeks of the year, we've been the most explosive offense in the league, and that's a testament just to the group and our ability to both run and pass to hurt people down the field.
Correct me if I'm wrong on this. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong on. I'm trying to really remember. Was there anybody that liked the Schottenheimer hire? Was there anybody that out there in the public realm, right? Anybody in the Twitter world, anybody? Joe Banner just panned it, right? Remember the old Cleveland Philly? I mean, he just crushed it and just killed him. And most of the analysts, most of the people are like, really? Of all these names you could have, and Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson, and you go out and you get, was there anybody that just like applauded it and said, yeah, that is a home run hire?
I just was happy that it wasn't Darrell Bevell. Does that count?
No, not necessarily.
Right. I didn't know anything about Brian Schottenheimer, but I knew he wasn't Darrell Bevell.
You knew the name, you knew the places, and then you looked at the resume.
But I don't really know that.
And then you looked at his work with the Rams. You played against him. You looked at the work with the Jets, right? You knew of him. This was not like a college guy that nobody knew about.
We talked to Rex Ryan about him.
Oh, we did do that. That's true.
Rexy was kind of on his side, wasn't he? But even he, it wasn't like the most ringing endorsement. There's not a ringing endorsement from anybody out there. And I guess add him to the list of a lot of these guys in this program that get doubted. Like, how can you draft him? How do you find this guy?
I don't know.
I know Pete's the real deal. And you can, rest assured that he got the best coach, in his opinion, that he can get. Pete, I know one thing about Pete. Pete wants to win, and he's going to put the best guys around him.
Yeah, in his opinion. Pete got the best coach in his opinion.
Brian is a team guy all the way. He's going to advance Pete's plan. So whatever that is, when they come back in together, they'll meet as coaches and all that. Hey, here's the plan for us to succeed this week. It's all about getting that W in for the week.
Yeah, I'll stand by what I said. That's not a ringing endorsement if you got the right guy. I love him.
You don't think so?
I remember that interview. Yes, so we all ended it, and I think even the little cynic Kyle's like, "Ooh, that was not." I don't want to speak for you, Kyle, but I do remember.
Throw the ball, but in that situation, that wasn't the best thing for our team. So we ended up, deciding, hey, we need to run it. And
I don't know if that was could quite call that ringing endorsement from former coach Rex Ryan.
Do you remember that, Kyle? I think
Pete gave a better endorsement of Steve Wilkes after he got fired in Arizona than Rex Ryan gave Brian Schottenheimer. All right.
But proved a lot of people wrong with the best rushing team in this league.
Most of those people still think he's doing a bad job.
Top 10 scoring, one of the most explosive.
People still think he's doing a bad job.
Want?
They want him to be better, they say. They want him to be different.
It's like these mean tweeters, man. You just can't do anything about it.
Well, they can certainly ask questions. Let's go, guys. We need some questions to finish this show off. Answer the questions that are coming up next. 710, powered by Coors Light. Any question, any subject, we'll answer them on your home for the Seahawks playoff run and the best Hawks coverage all day long. 710 ESPN Seattle.
Get ready for the Hawks playoff run with the Hawks Playoff Roundtable every afternoon at 2.
There are 4 teams specifically that I love to watch get smoked, and the Cowboys are one of them. Their fans view that team as some sort of American institution. Like, you guys don't even win as much as the Steelers. You guys walk around like you invented football. So when your team gets hauled out to the woodshed and walloped for 3 straight hours, I love watching it.
710 ESPN Seattle. The best playoff coverage all day long.
Russell Wilson asked me to deliver this message. Boarding is now underway at Alaska Airlines for the playoffs, starting with this weekend's date in Dallas. And our chief football officer is formally inviting you aboard. Seattle has earned its way back to the postseason, and now it's our turn to help them along the road to a title by reminding the country what we're all about here in the Northwest. And we know what we're all about at Alaska Airlines because we're the Northwest airline with more nonstop flights into and out of SeaTac than any other airline. At Alaska Airlines, we do our part to keep you up to speed this postseason, guaranteeing your baggage will be available within 20 minutes of touching down. And that's important when it comes to getting you in position to see Wilson's touchdowns. So let's take off to start this new year by getting on board, enjoying the shows and movies streamed to your seat with Alaska Beyond in-flight entertainment system, and then counting up the benefits of every trip thanks to Alaska Airlines' award-winning mileage program. So log on to alaskaair.com because we don't just want to see you cheering on Russell and his teammates as they march through the playoffs. We want to hear you, Seattle.
It's a new year. Isn't it time to build a new you? Hey, Brock Hewitt here with Precor Home Fitness Manager Brian Smith.
It's resolutions time, Brock, and yes, Precor Home Fitness would love to help you build a new you. Let's start by saving you a ton of money now during Precor's Resolution Sale, our biggest sale of the year.
And friends, it is true. This is their biggest.
Precor treadmills up to $1,000 off. The best prices of the year on Precor AMTs, Inspire Home Gyms, and the incredible Octane Max Trainer delivering a full body workout in just 14 minutes. Ellipticals, rowers, bikes, dumbbells, stability balls, recovery rollers, they're all on sale.
And friends, here's a little secret. Just mention my name, Brock Hewitt, and Precor Home Fitness will give you a $30 workout mat absolutely free.
It's a crazy sale, Brock. And on top of crazy prices, we've got special financing too, like 0% interest with approved credit.
For affordable solutions to your fitness resolutions, don't miss the Resolution Sale. Find the store nearest you at PrecorHomeFitness.com.
Think better, feel better, look better in 2019.
At AutoZone, we're all about getting you the products you need so you can rely on your ride to perform, especially in the coldest conditions. If you want a battery you can rely on no matter the elements, go with Duralast. They're specially made to help your vehicle power through even the coldest weather. Duralast, proven tough, and available only at AutoZone. Visit any of our 5,500 locations nationwide and let us do more for you. Restrictions and details in store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Oh, hey.
Hey, did you hear? My friend's company was the victim of an email impersonation attack.
It's a serious threat to every business.
What if cybercriminals target us and trick accounting into making a wire transfer?
Don't worry, we have Barracuda.
So we're secured?
Yeah. Barracuda uses artificial intelligence to detect and block spear phishing and account takeover attempts.
What a relief.
Don't become a victim. Protect your business at Barracuda.com. Barracuda, your journey secured.
At Michael's Toyota of Bellevue, we have a saying, for the life you live. It means something different to all of our customers. Maybe you're an urban explorer, somebody that needs to get out and go, or a little combo of both. We have the Toyota that's perfect for you, and a service department that knows your Toyota. Open 7 days a week, with hours that work with your schedule. Michael's Toyota of Bellevue is Washington's #1 volume Toyota store. Off I-98 Eastgate and always online at michaelstoyota.com. For the life you live.
Boy, am I glad to be done with my holiday shopping.
Oh, I know.
And now I just want to relax.
Me too. Well, except there's one more store we should check out.
Oh, no way.
Because this week, we can get a Samsung, LG, or Sony TV at an incredible price.
Really? Where?
At Video Only's year-end clearance sale. They're really cutting deals.
Because the holidays are over?
Yep. So this is our chance to get what we wanted for Christmas.
Are the prices really that good?
Yes. For 7 days they are. And Video Only has those top-rated models we were thinking about all on sale.
All right. The best stuff cheap is worth a trip.
At Video Only, you won't find huge stores with refrigerators or dishwashers, but you will find the best deals on HD TVs, Blu-rays, cameras, camcorders, and home theater systems. Shop around. Just make sure you visit Video Only, because if you don't,
you'll be sorry.
In South Center, Bellevue, Linwood, Federal Way, and Tacoma. Video Only.
Did you know that heart disease is the leading cause of death for men and women? It's Bob Stelton here, and I'm getting serious about the health of my heart with Weider Artery Health. Now, I've got a long history of heart issues in my family, so I take the health of my heart very seriously. Now, all of our bodies have thousands of miles of arteries and veins, and you got to keep all of those pathways functioning properly. It's essential for the overall health of your heart and hopefully a really nice long life. So I continue to watch the diet, get exercise, and now I've discovered Weider Artery Health. It uses powerful ingredients like aronia berry, ginger root, and MENQ7, a special form of vitamin K2. So I'm giving my heart a little help by keeping my arteries as flexible as possible to pump and deliver all the vital nutrients that my body needs. I got my supply from Weider.com. That's WEIDER.com. So get heart healthy with Weider Artery Health. That's Weider.com, WEIDER.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is Brocken Socks. Answer the question, jerk.
Keep asking questions. Come on, I'll answer them. Come on, I'm here. I'm going to answer your questions, damn it.
Answer my question! The question, jerk! Well, don't just stand there. Answer the question, jerk!
All right, let's see.
What? You just laughed?
I did. Yeah.
Is that another good tweet?
It had
response
nothing,
to your fruity urinal?
It had nothing to do with that. Although there were some good responses to the fruit urinal tweet.
Mm-hmm.
People seem to like the fruit urinal.
Yeah.
I should say it's a mixed bag. A mixed results. No, I was laughing. This is a political thing. But it's not about politics. It's just a joke somebody made. Apparently, when they nominated Nancy Pelosi for Speaker of the House, Representative Hakeem Jeffries said House Democrats are down with NDP. The idea of calling Nancy Pelosi NDP made me laugh. All right. You good? We're down with NDP. Yeah, you know me. Nancy Pelosi. That was funny. All right, jerks. What city has the best hot dog?
Chicago's tough to beat, man. They just know what they're doing.
So there's a few contenders.
Vienna beef is like big back there too. Yeah.
You've got the Dodger dog, which is very simple.
Yeah.
You've got New York City, which has them out on the street corners everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the Seattle dog, obviously, with the cream cheese.
Yep.
But I don't see how you can mess with a Chicago hot dog. The sport peppers, the mustard. I mean, they're so that weird fluorescent relish. They're just unique and awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. Jerks, which would be better? Getting a chance to play a round of golf with Jordan Spieth or front row seats and all access to the Masters? Oh, all right. Of course, right? Yeah. Like anything that...
Like in the Bahamas, though. Like when he was chill, right? With his buddies.
Right.
Like they get their shirt off. They're just like all over the course.
Would you even be able to enjoy it?
Well, I was thinking
so nervous you wouldn't hit a single good shot.
I know. Jim and I were talking about that yesterday in the break of the roundtable, and just the pro-am was going on yesterday in Maui. And I was saying, I couldn't do that. I would be too nervous. I don't even like playing with people I don't know.
Really?
I get nervous playing with people I don't know.
He would make you not nervous. He would be fun.
I'd be so bad,
like to play with Dustin Johnson or one of those slappies that just doesn't have personality.
Playing with Brooks Koepka.
Personality of like a trunk.
But that'd be kind of fun, too. Like playing with that kid Cameron Champ as he hits the ball like 380 yards in the air. Like, you kind of get into that, right?
I think you'd have the time of your life.
Yeah, I'd be.
Next question.
Oh, good. There are people who think that my tweet was about liberals and conservatives and not about the idea of her name being funny. Okay, that's great.
Oh.
You guys have a wonderful sense of humor. Jerks, I'm looking to get a dog soon. I have a 6-year-old and 2 cats. What kind of dog would you recommend?
Something really easy.
Great Dane, maybe?
Probably not.
I'd start with a Great Dane. Maybe not. I saw a lot of great dogs around Green Lake this weekend, man. They were everywhere. I saw a bunch of beautiful Great Danes, nice looking Basset Hound walking around.
Ooh.
Saw a little couple-week-old puppy retriever, Kyle, just for you, little golden.
Saw Jacob Martin's golden Bubba. Did you see
Yes.
that yesterday? Wow.
Watched that
What
whole
a
video
star.
like 12 times.
Good looking dog right
Don't
there.
go Frenchie, though. They're scared. Like, when push comes to shove and a wild animal comes running at it, they're just going to...
Well, Frenchies and
There's a
similarly Bostons are great, but they also require a lot of maintenance in
Lot of
terms
energy.
of a lot of a lot of health issues. They have a lot of
they
breathing
do,
issues, and I would say you get a mutt, usually probably like low maintenance. You don't have to get a big one. That'd be my recommendation. You can adopt.
You're right. It's an English bulldog. Okay.
Yeah, don't you mess with the Frenchies. Just you love taking shots at Wendell, and he was nothing but nice to you when he came in here.
Oh, Wendell was great. I never take shots at Wendell. You watch your mouth.
You've taken a million. You
No,
keep
I
asking
never
whether
have.
or not his body is anatomically normal.
I just think it's tough for him. It's unfair. Be like a guy with an inseam of 6.
Also, you're the body show. You can't be upset when it turns on
It's
because
true.
it's a dog body
Good
show.
point. Good point. Jerks, can we get a segment just called Nice Tweets that Lydia could read? Well, yeah, we could have Lydia read her
Yes,
Twitter feed.
I'm in.
It's just called Lydia's Twitter feed.
I'm in. Let's
It's
go.
full of nice tweets.
Lydia, you ever get a mean tweet?
Have I ever? Oh, do I get mean tweets?
Yeah, you get mean tweets.
What do you think?
Oh, that's funny.
Mean tweets?
No,
mean
never.
texts.
Sometimes I repost them and just.
Howdy, you ever get mean tweets? I don't think Howdy ever gets a mean tweet at him, does
He
he?
has me for that. I just say me.
I don't get very many mean
No,
tweets.
you don't.
Do you get many tweets?
I get lots and lots of tweets, Michael.
Do you?
Thank you very much.
Speaking of
My
Michael,
notifications are blowing up every day.
Are they?
speaking of Michael, Boss is back today,
Oh,
huh?
can't wait.
That's awesome.
Great news. That should have been a good news, bad news, no news.
That's true.
Great news. This is an unfair question. Jerks, which is greater, the number
Not
of
always the case, Michael. You know that.
Thank you, Mr. Crosby. Jerks, which is greater, the number of times Howie Long coughed today or the number of times Salk had a positive take about something in 2018?
Like cough during the interview today?
Yeah,
or
I think
cough
during the
for
interview.
24 hours.
So we had like, what,
That's
20 something,
astronomical.
25 cough?
2018, he had a
20.
lot, but 2019's been off to a slow start.
Talking about it. Nobody listens to me when I say nice things or when I have positive takes.
2018, there was a lot of positive takes.
Just because I think that some things are good and some things are bad in the world doesn't mean that I think all things are bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that most people are, wusses and pretend that everything is great.
Right.
It's not.
No, it's something
Some
like
things
that.
are great,
Right.
some things aren't great. Sort of the way the world works.
And Mike, it's also the way you say things.
That must be it. What song would get everyone, Salk, Brock, Lydia, Howdy, and Kyle, all dancing on the webcam at the same time?
Oh, my.
I think the song, I was thinking about this, I had a
What
little
a
extra time to
great
think about it. The
question.
song that I think has gotten us all dancing or the closest to it is that,
Is the Bomber song?
I was going to say
Yes.
the Trick Daddy song.
Get on your feet.
Yes. That's Steve Palmer.
Gloria Estefan?
This company, yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, Steve
I don't like the song. I'm out. You guys found the wrong one.
Well, 4 of the 5 of us are up dancing.
Oh, that wasn't the question.
I guess
I
not.
have to get all 5.
I have no idea
gonna
why
be tough
people
getting
thought you didn't have positive takes. I
You have
don't
to
know.
have 5. Oh no. That one doesn't work.
Has there been one that got you out? Because Lydia's like the DJ that gets me dancing almost every song she picks.
Well,
Have
one
you
of us
ever
actually,
gotten out of
one
the
of us has
chair?
to actually do the show.
Oh,
Got
oh,
like-
right.
One of us is a
With the
professional.
boys.
Right.
One
Yeah,
of us.
I know
Playing
that.
with the boys are getting started.
Is there anyone that ever gets
I
you
thought
upset?
I had the Trick Daddy song, the "Take It to the House," that I thought got all of us up, but no.
Get on a baseball did too for a
Well,
while.
that's true.
And that one did for a little while.
Ill-timed death. Don't do it. No! Oh, God, we gotta go. We gotta run. We're late. We can't be taking time for you to do crane kicks in the studio. The professor's coming up, for God's sake.
You just wait for tomorrow. Friday before a playoff game? Woo.
2 o'clock, roundtable with Brock and Clayton and Wyman. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. to get us 100% ready, pumped, and jacked for Saturday night in prime time. Until then, the hay.
How do they sing and talk and do that and dance? Crazy barn.
See you, everybody.
Go, 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 shawty. Call a run play. Get to the chopper!
The Hawks and Cowboys have traded punches for years.
Romo's gonna run it in. He's hit. He's knocked down. He doesn't get there.
The Hawks delivered a big blow in Week 3.
Chris Carson pounds his way in. Touchdown, Seahawks!
This Saturday, the Hawks look to deliver the knockout punch.
It's about us. Never knew.
Seahawks, Cowboys, Saturday at 5:15, pregame at 2.
This is gonna be a show.
Get prepped all week on the home of the Seahawks playoff run. 710 ESPN Seattle.
Baseball fans, plan your spring break this year with a fun and relaxing getaway with your Seattle Mariners. The Peoria Sports Complex in sunny Arizona is the place to be this spring as the Mariners gear up for their 2019 campaign. Come enjoy the great weather, delicious food, and cold craft beers from local Pacific Northwest breweries in Seattle's home away from home. Make your plans to join the Mariners at the Peoria Sports Complex. For tickets, visit springtraininginpeoria.com.
The holidays can be one of the most difficult times for those struggling with addiction to drugs or alcohol. Is your heart aching while everyone else is feeling the holiday cheer? Do the holidays increase your isolation from family or the ones you love? Do you or a loved one retreat with drugs or alcohol? This season, give the gift of healing to yourself or loved one by calling Hotel California by the Sea Bellevue today. Hotel California by the Sea Bellevue offers individualized, evidence-based addiction treatment, detox care, day treatment, intensive outpatient services, and private transitional living to the greater Seattle Bellevue area. Our dedicated team of treatment professionals are here to serve you or your loved one on their journey towards recovery. Call Hotel California by the Sea in Bellevue today for a confidential consultation at 800-762-6717. That's 800-762-6717. 800-762-6717.
Okay, here's the deal. You're a freelancer, a hired hand, a self-made, self-owned business of one. Whether you're a contractor, creative director, or consultant, you're the boss. And that makes things easy. Unless, of course, you're trying to get a mortgage. When it comes to qualifying for a cash-out refi, gig economy workers come with more obstacles, more complexities, and more stress, right? Wrong. Dial 855-875-CASH, and one of our cash-out mortgage specialists will help you qualify for the lowest interest loan possible, regardless of your source of income. It's the easiest call you'll make all day. That's 855-875-CASH. Make the cash call today. First Mortgages, Impact Mortgage Group, DBA Cash Call Mortgage, 19500 Jamboree Road, Irvine, California, 92612, NMLS 128231. Equal housing lender, not licensed in all states, including New York. Call 855-657-9910 for licensing terms and restrictions. Again, that's 855-875-CASH. Make the cash call today.
How would you like to make an extra $1,200 to $7,800 monthly, safely investing in real estate tax lien certificates? Hi, I'm Tony Martinez, co-founder of USTLA, and over the last 20 years, I've been investing in tax lien certificates making 16% to 25% secured fixed returns while acquiring highly discounted properties mortgage-free. Now, I want to show you how to with my 50-page revealing report called Proof Why Tax Lien Certificates Are the Superior Vehicle for Your Financial Success. In my report, you'll learn where to find tax lien certificates, how to safely earn 16 to 25% secured fixed returns, and how to acquire valuable real estate at huge discounts, mortgage-free. Now, for a limited time, I'll give anyone that calls a free copy of my powerful new report.
Call 800-550-3132 now to get Tony's free report. Call 800-550-3132 in the next 30 minutes, and Tony will give you 2 free tickets to his live training coming to the Seattle area, a $300 value. Call 800-550-3132 for your free report now.
When's the last time you checked your credit score? Those 3-digit scores can have a huge impact on your financial life. Credit Karma can help you with free scores, free reports, and free monitoring. Credit Karma also gives you the tips, tools, and advice you need to understand your credit and how to improve it. You can even spot potential errors on your credit report. That can mean better interest rates on loans and credit cards, which can save you thousands of dollars in the long run. Signing up is completely free, no credit card needed. Visit creditkarma.com or download the Credit Karma app now.
It's time for some straight talk. I'm ready for it. You want the best coverage, right? Of course. Don't want the QB throwing any deep bombs. I'm talking about coverage on your smartphone, Wingo. Oh, I get you now. I want the best nationwide coverage, then. Well, you'll get it with Straight Talk. The same great 4G LTE networks as the big guys for up to 30% less. Man, you got to grab that deal and run with it. Take it to the house.
With nationwide coverage on America's largest and most dependable 4G LTE networks, get the Straight Talk $45 unlimited plan with 15 gigs of high-speed data. Only at Walmart. Savings may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Shake, rattle, and roll with Donnie Edwards as Elvis, live at Muckleshoot Casino. 6 exciting nights inside Club Galaxy, Tuesday, January 15th through Sunday, January 20th at 8 p.m., featuring live performances of songs throughout Elvis's legendary career. Visit MuckleshootCasino.com for ticket information. Don't miss this authentic heart and soul tribute concert to The King with Donnie Edwards, January 15th through the 20th. Muckleshoot Casino, the biggest and best in the Northwest.
710 KIRO AM Seattle, KIRO FM HD2 Tacoma, streaming live on the 710 Sports app. The voice of Seattle sports. 710 ESPN Seattle. Seattle Sports Snapshot. The Seahawks begin their playoff run in Dallas Saturday at 5:15. Get the most on the Hawks run with a playoff roundtable every day at 2. And listen to the game live Saturday, starting with a pregame show at 2. University of Washington safety Taylor Rapp announced that he'll be leaving early and entering the NFL draft. Rapp is expected to be one of the first safeties taken in the draft.
Snapshot, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, Washington's most refreshing beer.
John Clayton.
Powered through the Alaska Airlines Studios.
Streaming live at 710sports.com. On demand everywhere on the 710 Seattle Sports app. Now, John Clayton.
Hey, good morning on this Thursday. Hope everybody's having a good day as we get closer to the weekend and get closer to football action, which, of course, is going to be very important. Trying to see it. Team Seahawks ready to leave to head to Dallas this afternoon. So that's all in the cards. And, of course, we'll get started with the 5 biggest stories of the day. The top 5 is brought to you by Eastside Funding.
Number 1.
But in terms of the atmosphere in the locker room, I think all of us are, we're locked in, we're focused. We understand the environment we're in, the situation we're in. And we've been prepping for this all year. Like Russ just said it, we prepare for every game like it's a championship opportunity, and this is no different. So we're going to prepare the same way we've been preparing.
And so the preparation continues and is almost concluded as they have their last practice before heading over to Dallas. And they'll fly out sometime later on this afternoon. They'll have the official injury list, but of course, let's kind of go over. Doug Baldwin, Chris Carson, Mike Davis all returned to practice after missing the first day of practice. They seem to be fine. Tedrick Thompson and DJ Fluker, they're limited, but both seem to be in good shape. We'll be talking to DJ Fluker during the course of this show. Tedrick Thompson, of course, says he's going to be fine. The ones that are still sitting out practice, Trey Madden, J.R. Sweezy, Shaquille Griffin, Bradley McDougall, and Dwayne Brown. I would have to think that really Trey Madden and maybe Shaquille Griffin are going to be the ones to kind of watch on this one. I think it's more just a rest day, second rest day for Dwayne Brown. I know it's a knee injury. Shaquille Griffin seemed to be moving around pretty well on that ankle. I think he's optimistic of playing, and I know that J.R. Sweezy probably needs another week, but he's probably not going to worry about it. He's going to go out there and play on that ankle injury. And still, it's going to be a game-time decision on Sweezy. Pete Carroll says that Shaquille is going to try to practice today. Now, the one thing that was a little bit of a change was Thompson not practicing on Wednesday, or at least after being a full participant, just being a limited participant. But he told the media yesterday that he's going to be fine. Dion Jordan's knee seems to be fine. So he was a full participant after missing the Arizona game, a game that he could have played, but they just cautiously wanted to give him a chance to go. Xavier Sulafilo, the offensive guard for the Cowboys, looks like he may not be able to go. He's not practiced in the last 3 days. On the other front, Chris Carson was named the Offensive Player of the Month in the NFC. He had 516 yards, 5 touchdowns on 103 carries in 5 December games. And, of course, having a great season, gained over 1,100 yards, and, of course, one of 9 players in the National Football League to have 1,000-yard seasons.
Number 2.
We're very excited. Yusei Kikuchi is 27 years old, been one of the premier pitchers in the Nippon Professional League in Japan over these past seven or so seasons, three-time All-Star in Japan, including the last two where he's been exceptionally good. His mid-90s fastball with what we think is an out-pitch slider. He's got a nice slow curveball that he throws for strikes and a splitter that he gets chases with. He's polished, a really good human being, very ready to make the transition to MLB, and really fits the window of what we're trying to do with our roster build.
And so the M's signed a pitcher, of course, Yusei Kikuchi, who's 27 years old, threw 162 2/3 innings last year. Over with Seiku, had 308 earned run average and 153 strikeouts, and looks like he's going to be a top of the rotation type of guy, he and Marco Gonzalez. And so that solves one of the pitching needs on this team. Of course, they were pretty much really kind of left with about 4 starters, but now they bring him over. He's a left-hander, and of course you can hear the 3 pitches that seem to be his best. Now, once Jerry Dipoto was on with Danny David Moore yesterday and was asked about Felix Hernandez possibly being a closer, and of course that's not going to be the case, because when you look at his fastball now down to 89 miles an hour, that just doesn't translate with him going to the bullpen. But and Dipoto was pretty honest about it. He says the closer on this team right now is not on this team, so they're going to have to go out and find one, either in a trade or sign one. And there's going to be more players entering the battle to see where this team is going to go. But at least they made a move, and they've got a starting pitcher, and one that's going to be signed to a 3-year, $43 million contract. And if that's going to be the case and works out, they can keep him for 7 years, because they've got an agreement that can keep him another 4.
Number 3.
Well, the announcements have started for the University of Washington, as junior safety Taylor Rapp announced yesterday that he will forego his senior season and enter the NFL draft. He should be a first or maybe second round pick. He's one of a handful of draft eligible Husky underclassmen that could very likely declare early for this draft. Yeah, one of the questions about this team is, which direction are they moving with all the guys that they're not only graduating but also losing to early draft entry? Where are they going to be at next year? Better or worse with the losses of Gaskin and Browning, etc.?
Well, you have to kind of wonder. There's going to be a little bit of a transition, and my read on it now that Taylor Rapp is now leaving, and of course you look at the seniors that are going off this team: Jake Browning, Trey Adams, Taylor McGarry, Greg Gaines, Miles Gaskin, JoJo McIntosh, cornerback Jordan Miller, and tight end Trey Sample. You'd have to think that what you're going to see is probably they take a step back on defense, but they may take a step forward on offense, because Jacob Eason is expected to be the quarterback. And I think that as great as Jake Browning's career has been, I mean, now you're talking about, you go from a very smart quarterback who's won a lot of games to a quarterback that has first-round potential in the NFL draft. And so I think they can take a step forward on offense. They certainly have to make some things work at the wide receiver position, but I think defensively, when you take away Rapp and Gaines and a couple others, particularly in the secondary, little step back there, but again, still should be a pretty good team. A team, again, once they are a challenge for the Pac-12 title.
Number 4.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers looking for a new head coach. 670 The Score in Chicago reported on Wednesday that Brian Kelly, a coach that the Buccaneers have interest in. It's unclear whether or not Kelly has interest in the Bucs. Remember back in 2013, Kelly interviewed for the Eagles job that went to Chip Kelly. The pendulum, or Chris Pendulum as the case may be, has swung away from college coaches in recent years. Could it swing back to Brian Kelly?
I don't see it. I think what you're looking at is that Tampa Bay and Jason Light, they've also hired, one of the, Jed Hughes to work with them. Jed Hughes, of course, being one of the consultants that, is hired to bring coaches. And, of course, his mission is to try to get as many names out there as possible. But honestly, I don't see that being an option, Brian Kelly. And I don't see the college coaches really getting too involved. I mean, there's still rumblings that maybe you can see a backward move. Because remember, in Miami, Stephen Ross, who's a big Michigan supporter, said he was not going to go after Jim Harbaugh. And Jim Harbaugh, everything I hear, is going to stay in Michigan, particularly this year. So that doesn't look like that could happen. But there's some talk that maybe he'll go for John Harbaugh. The price could be as much as 2 first-round picks, and that may be tough because the roster is going to probably take a step backwards for the Miami Dolphins. And right now, I look at that as probably the 7th best job or 6th best job on the market. Well, maybe the 7th, because again, they're going to take a step back, and you got Arizona maybe number 6. As far as other news, as far as coaches, and of course, there's a lot of stuff going on with 8 jobs. Eric Bieniemy continues to interview. He's with the Bucs today. As far as the Bengals, they got turned down by Josh McDaniels. McDaniels is going to interview with Green Bay and maybe another team or two, but Joshy Boy did not want to be a member of the Bengals, and so he turned them down. Probably good luck for the Bengals that he didn't get in there. Looks like Hugh Jackson, very well after his interview with the Bengals, could end up being the offensive coordinator of the Miami Dolphins. A couple of firings. Terry Robisky, wide receiver coach of Buffalo, he was let go. More changes in Atlanta as far as that. Wade Harmon, their tight end coach, he was fired with all of the 3 firings that they had of all the coordinators.
Number 5.
This year compared to last year, scoring is up. Margin of victory is down. We have stars on the field. We have new stars who are really coming into their own. And you put all that together, when the football's really good, people watch. You do see the younger demographic in this country when it comes to sports and comes to media behaving completely differently. And we spend a fair amount of time looking at that and concentrating on that. Part of that is they're just watching television less.
Well, and of course, what's happening now is, of course, lots of stuff in the National Football League. Ratings are up 5% and kind of getting back to where it was back in 2016 and 2015, a little bit below 19 million viewers, but of course that's a positive thing. Another positive thing is a partnership that they just formed with Caesars Palace and Caesars Entertainment, and that's going to be the official casino sponsor for the NFL, a 3-year deal at about $90 million. And of course, that gambling is not part of it yet, but you have to figure there's probably going to be more of a kickback as far as that goes. Back to the TV part of it, streaming was actually up 86% with Amazon. That was for 13 games streamed by Amazon Prime. And the offense that was being talked about is all the records that were set as far as scoring, as far as close games, 3-point games, and all that. 7 teams making the playoffs that weren't on the playoffs list last year. There was 1,371 total touchdowns this year. That's the most in NFL history. Hey, you can check out the show on the 710 Sports app. It's driven by your Puget Sound Acura dealer. Coming up next, we're going to go under further review and take a look at some of the big keys and who's going to be important coming up in this game between Seattle and Dallas. It's the John Clayton Show, 710 ESPN Seattle.
The Seattle Seahawks are in the playoffs.
The Seahawks are born and open.
Get the most on the playoffs all week with a playoff roundtable every afternoon at 2.
Seattle has, my way of thinking, as good a chance as anybody.
Every 710 ESPN Seattle host and expert breaks down every aspect of the Hawks wildcard playoff game from 2 to 3.
You handle them up front, you have a heyday offensively.
710 ESPN Seattle, the home of the Seahawks playoffs.
Graz here to talk about one of my favorite places, 13 Coins. You know 13 Coins, a Seattle icon for better than 50 years at the legendary exhibition kitchens. 100 of your favorite dishes, from lobster, the Believer, and Joe's Special, all the way to street tacos and everything in between. And breakfast is always fantastic. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, always at 13 Coins. Hey, I want to talk about something very special going on at a couple of 13 Coins locations. The great private dining and great holiday booking you can do at the Pioneer Square location in the lower quarters. There are 2 private rooms there, the Night Owl room and the Press room, and available for full buyout as well. SeaTac has 2 new rooms, the Pacific room and the Rainier room. They can accommodate parties of up to 100 guests, and Bellevue has a newly renovated Cascade room. You can have a party of up to 70 guests there. So remember, before or after a Seahawk game, the Stadium Place location adjacent to CenturyLink for pre or post any concert or event for that matter, or a holiday party with friends. That's 13 Coins, Stadium Place, Bellevue next to the Hyatt Regency, or SeaTac across from the airport.
NC Machinery has the Caterpillar equipment you need to get any job done right. You'll find the full cat line of backhoes, mini excavators, skid steer, and track loaders at NC Machinery. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months on select models of new cat equipment OAC. And for a limited time, when you stop by for a free consultation, you'll get a $100 Cabela's gift card. Just mention this ad, new customers only while supplies last. Visit ncmachinery.com or find them in Monroe, Tukwila, Fife, Mount Vernon, and Chehalis. Restrictions, terms, and conditions apply only at NC Machinery locations.
The
Transportation Security Administration is now hiring full and part-time officers at SeaTac Airport starting at $18.64 an hour with full federal benefits. Visit TSA's Fast Track to Hire event Saturday, January 5th from 9 to 2 at TSA's administrative offices, 18,000 International Boulevard, Seattle. Bring 2 forms of identification. For details or to apply ahead, see tsajobs.tsa.dhs.gov or call 1-877-872-7990. Equal Opportunity Employer, U.S. citizenship required.
Co-pays, codes, coupons. Searching for savings on prescriptions is so complex, it's like you need a doctorate degree. Fortunately, CVS Pharmacy employs thousands who have one, our pharmacists. Plus, we built a proprietary search tool to help them find you savings on prescriptions. You don't need to know all of that complicated stuff. You just need to know someone who does. Your friendly doctor of pharmacy at your local CVS. Savings vary. Not all patients eligible for savings. Ask pharmacist for details.
When's the last time you checked your credit score? Those 3-digit scores can have a huge impact on your financial life. Credit Karma can help you with free scores, free reports, and free monitoring. Credit Karma also gives you the tips, tools, and advice you need to understand your credit and how to improve it. You can even spot potential errors on your credit report. That can mean better interest rates on loans and credit cards, which can save you thousands of dollars in the long run. Signing up is completely free, no credit card needed. Visit creditkarma.com or download the Credit Karma app now.
Indeed knows finding the right hire takes time away from your business.
Hiring a qualified data engineer felt like a second job.
More job seekers use Indeed than any other site, so there's no better place to find someone with the skills you're looking for.
I needed someone with a master's in computer science and database experience.
Plus, Indeed screener questions help you find your shortlist fast.
Now I'm back to having just one job.
Get a $50 credit to give your first job posting premium placement at Indeed.com/credit. Terms, conditions, quality standards, and usage limits apply. Additional terms online.
Cars that sound like this. Trust Pennzoil Synthetics to protect their engines in extreme conditions. Top racing teams know that Pennzoil Synthetics give them the performance to help them succeed. And your car's engine deserves the same. Because your daily commute is no less important. Get complete protection for top engine performance, just like the pros. Visit Pennzoil.com/rebate to save on Pennzoil Synthetics. Terms apply.
John Clayton.
Powered through the Alaska Airlines Studios.
On demand with the 710 Seattle Sports app. Under further review with John Clayton.
We'll review the play. So under further review, we take a look at what's going to be coming up this weekend, and of course, what's going to be some of the key players that are going to be involved in this game, because it's going to be the second matchup, and one so far that's pretty much been Seattle's side, because they've won 4 of the last 5 times they've met the Dallas Cowboys, including the last 3. But things are going to be different in this game in the sense that from week 3, you can see that the Cowboys' defense has gotten much, much better. Cowboys have been, I think they won 9 out of their last, or they've had a big winning streak, all but losing one game during the stretch. And so they are on a roll right now. And, of course, there's going to be some different things in their offense. Amari Cooper's been added to the offense. They phased out Alan Hearns. And so I know on Brock and Saul, they were talking about one guy that they thought was going to be important in the coverage, and his name is Justin Coleman.
Justin Coleman, he's been a guy that has had stretches this year where you pay him. Show him the money. Give him the money, man. That is a valuable position that's on the field 60% of the time. He's had other games. Sheesh, can you tackle? Can you stay in position for me, Justin? Can you just bring the guy down? But it was in the Big D last year where he jumped into that Salvation Army bucket. And I think in this matchup in particular, Cole Beasley, Tavon Austin, a couple little slot guys that, when you get into playoff football and you run it and you're sitting there at 3rd and 5, who is Russ going to look to? He's going to look to Doug to just be his difference maker, to own the middle part of the field. Who is I think Dak Prescott going to look at? He doesn't have Jason Witten anymore. He doesn't necessarily have that security valve. It's Ezekiel Elliott is his #1 guy, but Bobby's going to be all over him. So Cole Beasley, that matchup of Justin Coleman, Cole Beasley, really good the first time in this matchup between the two teams. He's going to have to be really good against it again Saturday night.
It's going to be an important one because Beasley is a go-to guy as far as catching passes out, short passes out of the slot. And, of course, if Coleman can do a good job, because one thing that you can see with Dak Prescott, one of his weaknesses is that he doesn't throw well into short windows. He has to kind of make sure that almost throw the guy open. And, he's not like Russell Wilson that can hit a Doug Baldwin like he can. But still, Dak is a very dangerous quarterback. And, he now has Amari Cooper on the outside. to make things a little bit better for him, make it better in the sense that he's able to make the moves and stuff like that. Not that Coleman's a burner, but he is a good outside guy that opens up the field and certainly opens up the things right now for Cole Beasley. And of course, one of the things that still has to be resolved is what's going to happen with Shaquille Griffin. You know that Trey Flowers is fine and having a great season, and so that's it. And of course, offensively, this is a team that is not very good in the red zone as far as scoring touchdowns. That's been a problem all season long. And so the big thing is, what do you do with their skilled players? Because clearly, along with the fact that the young players have really hit and done well on defense, they do have some good skilled players. I mean, Cooper is a first-round pick, and it cost them a first-round pick to get him. I think they're happy they paid that price. The other one, of course, is Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel, one of the best runners in the National Football League, guy that pretty much is one of those rare guys that gets to 20 carries a game. Didn't play in Week 15. They gave him the week off. And so I know on Danny, Dave, and Moore, they discussed both Cooper and Elliott.
Yeah, I just don't see. I guess we said that Dak Prescott scared us a little bit more than Trubisky, but I don't see him making plays downfield. As far as I'd be more worried about Ezekiel Elliott, just because there's been a couple of times, like for instance in the Kansas City game when Damian Williams guy got over 100 yards, that concerned me. I mean, you got the win, and it was a 7-point win. You put up a lot of points, but still, that one kind of worries me. And this is something we've talked about that is maybe not an easy fix as far as the run gap integrity. So that to me would be, and Zeke Elliott is a totally different player. He's number one in the NFL. I mean, he's one of those guys that stands out, head and shoulders above everybody else.
He's also their leading receiver.
Yeah.
Which speaks to me that you've got a lot of checkdowns from Dak Prescott, right?
Yeah, and I was looking at it was like a 65% catch ratio, something like that. So yeah, it's just I don't think Dak Prescott is great throwing the ball down the field. I think there's a lot of yards after catch.
And that is something that it is there. And of course, Dak has, he's good, but he hasn't been great. But he's still a dangerous quarterback that you have to respect. And so much is geared around Ezekiel Elliott. And of course, that last year in the December 24th game, they did a pretty good job of containing him and making sure he didn't have the big game. But he's still able to get 100 yards, and you can almost count in a playoff game, in a big game like that, he probably will get close to 100 yards. But I think this is a game now where you kind of think that Poona Ford is going to be a big impact guy because he's so good at helping on the run. You know that Jaron Reed has had such a great year, and you wonder that this could be one of those weeks where Naz Jones might not be active because I think they'll want the run stopping of Poona Ford, and also they'll still want the plays of Quentin Jefferson and all that. So that'll be one decision. But Poona Ford could be one of the key players in this game with his ability to stop the run. And Jaron Reed is going to be huge. Again, they have a change at the guard position because it looks like Sulafila may not be able to go because he has not practiced all week. And so the interior of the offensive line is going to be a key. Certainly the cornerback position is going to be a key. And then just finding a way to get pressure on Dak Prescott. And that's the thing that I think is so unusual about this particular Dallas Cowboy team. I mean, you know how good they are as far as the on offense, where they are as far as offensively with their offensive line, but still more than 50-some sacks by Dak Prescott this year. And of course, that's not good. I mean, you have both Russell Wilson and Dak because they are running quarterbacks and move around, but there's a tendency for Dak to hold on to the ball too long, and that's something that, he's not been able to fix. So stay tuned on that front, but nevertheless, it's going to be pretty interesting to see overall how that they can do. I mean, the key is going to be making sure that they stop Ezekiel early and for the offense to be able to jump out and get some kind of a lead, particularly a 10 to 14-point lead. Because one thing with some limitations right now with Dak passing the football, it's harder for them than most teams to come back from a 14, 10-point deficit in the second quarter. And so if you can just get that lead and hold on to it, then you can start working on wearing down the defense, and that's kind of what they did. And, of course, it was kind of interesting because the turnaround game for Seattle this year was that Week 3 game against the Dallas Cowboys. That was a game where DJ Fluker was able to come in and start for the first time as a Seahawk. J.R. Sweezy made his first start at the right guard position, and they just started to, pound the football and get that identity that they've been wanting to show, and they did such a great job with that. So running the football from either side. And I guess you could say whoever has the best running days as an offense, whoever does the best as far as limiting the turnovers and getting turnovers. And then, of course, if the game's going to be close, then you have to watch out for Russell Wilson trying to get the victory toward the end. So stay tuned for what should be a really good Saturday night football game on what I think is going to be a very good weekend for football. Coming up next, we're going to get a chance, of course, you can check out the show in the 710 Sports app, driven by your Puget Sound Acura dealers. Get a chance to catch up with Jeff Schwartz on the Action Network. We'll talk about the wild card weekend. It's the John Clayton Show, 710 ESPN Seattle.
Get ready for the Hawks playoff run with the Hawks Playoff Roundtable every afternoon at 2.
There are 4 teams specifically that I love to watch get smoked, and the Cowboys are one of them. Their fans view that team as some sort of American institution. Like, you guys don't even win as much as the Steelers. Yet you guys walk around like you invented football. So when your team gets hauled out to the woodshed and walloped for 3 straight hours, I love watching it.
710 ESPN Seattle. The best playoff coverage all day long.
Justin McIntyre sitting down with Tom Schwab, Westwood Mortgage. Tom, thanks for coming down.
Thanks, Jess. Thanks for inviting me.
Tom and I met when I was a first-time home buyer. When I came to Westwood Mortgage, a little bit intimidated by the process.
That's pretty common, Jess. This is a very difficult market to shop in.
But what made me so confident we would get it done is the experience of your team and the fact that you seem to enjoy it.
I actually like helping people get houses. It's the American dream, and you get to be part of their lives and an important milestone. It's a lot of fun.
And your team made it so simple for me to get all the paperwork done during a busy week when I have work to do. It was fast and it was painless.
Well, I appreciate you noticing that. We try to anticipate the hurdles that our customers are going to face, and we try to streamline it as much as possible. And because we're a small local company here in Seattle, we make all the lending decisions in our office, so we can be a lot faster than a big bank.
Tom Schwab, Westwood Mortgage, did a great job for me, and I know he'll do the same for you. 206-524-1500, westwoodmortgage.com, CL38080.
Haley, I can't believe we're doing a radio ad.
Scotty V, we need to get the word out about Class A CDL driving opportunities with Night Transport LLC. We are so buried with work, we can't keep up.
All right, what are we doing about it?
How about a $10,000 anniversary bonus every year you work for Night Transport LLC?
Wait, what? 10 grand every year?
Yep. How about hourly pay? Or we have a salary option at $78,000 per year.
Wow, 78 grand per year for driving a truck? We need a new CEO to replace me and get me back on the road.
Yeah, right, Dad. We know you have your CDL and haul loads now and then.
Well, our pay scale, good-looking trucks, and benefits package, I guess that keeps our turnover at 1/3 the industry average.
That's right. If you want to drive for a stand-up company where the CEO knows your job, your name, and has your back, call me, Haley White, at 1-800-SCOTTY-B. That's 1-800-SCOTTY-B.
There it is. Class A CDL drivers, call Haley at 1-800-SCOTTY-B.
Come to Shane Company to create your dream engagement ring. I'm Rorden Shane, 4th-generation jeweler.
And I'm Alicia, our lead designer. Most people don't realize this, but other jewelers in Seattle stock the exact same ring styles as each other. There's nothing unique about them. At Shane Company, my design team creates exclusive rings in every price range.
Rings that you'll never find anywhere else.
We have over 1,000 styles, including dazzling halo rings, symbolic infinity rings, detailed vintage rings, really anything you could possibly want. You'll have fun choosing your favorite ring style, and then you get to customize it with a center stone that really speaks to you.
And fits your budget. Choose from the largest selection of loose diamonds, rubies, and sapphires in every size, shape, and color.
A Shane Company engagement ring is easy to love because it's unique, and you created it.
Now you have a friend in the diamond business. Shane Company and ShaneCo.com.
It's the garage here for my good friends at Good Feet. I've told you about Good Feet. They solved my plantar fasciitis problem with their great inserts, and they can help you too. It's the new year, so it's time for a new you. Make winter comfortable. As the season changes, we wear a whole new segment of our shoes. Make sure you're ready for it. Allow yourself to fulfill the New Year's health and wellness resolutions by feeling good, being able to walk, able to exercise, able to function. The Good Feet stores keep you moving. Come in and check out the free personalized fitting with one of our Good Feet certified arch support techs. You try before you buy. You can't miss. Over 25 different styles of supports in over 300 sizes. That pretty much guarantees you they'll be a great personalized fit. You can walk around and literally, I promise you will feel the discomfort ease. They're USA made and they come with a lifetime warranty. And this month, get into Good Feet now. By first 2 steps of Good Feet's patented 3-step system, get the 3rd step free, a $250 value. Open 7 days a week at one of our convenient locations in Linwood, Tukwila, Tacoma, or online at goodfeet.com. See if Good Feet can do for you what they did for me.
Seahawks Insider.
Brought to you by DivorceLawyersForMen.com.
With Danny O'Neill.
Offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer knew Tyler Lockett was fast, but that's a fairly obvious trait to pick up on given how hard it is for opponents to catch up to Lockett. It was Lockett's ability to make catches while covered that Schottenheimer learned to appreciate during his first year as coordinator, as he explained to our John Clayton.
I didn't think, or I haven't seen many of the type of receivers Tyler are, the quick slot type guys that are explosive, make those contested catches, and he's done it week in and week out, and so it's body control and I think awareness.
The Seahawks Insider is brought to you by DivorceLawyersForMen.com. Good lawyers doing good things for good men. For the latest on the Seahawks anytime, go to 710sports.com. You're listening to The Professor, John Clayton.
Live from the Alaska Airlines Studios.
Streaming through the 710 Sports app and on 710sports.com.
Joining us in the Venue Kings hotline from the Action Network, Jeff Schwartz. And Jeff, big weekend coming up, wild card weekend. And I don't know, I mean, my way of thinking that this might be one of the better wild card weekends because I could see maybe as many as 3 upsets.
Well, I can see. Look, I guess you're right. I mean, I don't think the Eagles are going to win, but would you be surprised if they won? Probably not. But yeah, this is the most wide open I think the playoffs have been in a while. Look, I think most of us are fairly certain that the Saints will win the NFC. Just the history with Drew Brees in the Dome. And they're just a very complete team, in my opinion. You know, they lack a little bit of weapons on the edges on offense, which seems kind of crazy, but they really do. They don't have a stretch to fill tight end. They don't have a slot receiver, things like that. But defensively, they're playing well. With the AFC, I mean, it's wide open. I can make a case for most teams, probably outside the Ravens, to win the AFC. So you're right. It's a wild weekend. You know, 3 games, very close point spreads. Obviously, one in the Bears and the Eagles that has a backup quarterback playing, so the spread's a little bit higher.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, because the reality is that you know, at least 3 of the teams have beaten the other team that has the home game. I mean, not that Dallas came to Seattle in Week 3. Seattle won by 11 points. Houston had to host Indianapolis a couple weeks ago. Indy went in there and beat them. And then, of course, you know, we'll see how good Philadelphia does. I tend to agree. I think the Bears are going to win. But, I mean, you do have the fact that there's some success. I mean, the Chargers lost to the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, they did. And what's interesting about these rematches, and I'm actually writing about it now for Action Network. It should be out hopefully later today or tomorrow, is, you know, we have 2 types of rematches, obviously. We have divisional rematches, which everyone knows. You know, you play your division opponent twice a year. You might get them a 3rd time. The Saints-Panthers last year played 3 times. And then we get these non-divisional matchups where you have a rematch in the playoffs. And sometimes you might go up to 4 seasons without playing that team. So it's basically like in the first matchup, you're playing someone you don't know very well. And then you play that game, and then when you meet again, the losing team, I think, has the schematic advantage because they know how you're going to play them, especially when the game was so close, like what happened with the Chargers and the Ravens. Now, in Seattle and the Cowboys, that game happened so long ago. I mean, teams are fairly different now, especially with Amari Cooper and Seattle's commitment to the run game and a healthy ball. I mean, they're a little different, right? Seattle's defense has played better and kind of gotten together, and so they're different. But the Ravens and Chargers, man, I mean, that was 2 weeks ago. So the Ravens, why would they deviate from the game plan, especially defensively? It worked against Los Angeles. So I think the Chargers at least have the advantage of knowing what they're going to see.
Oh yeah, no doubt, and that's going to be an interesting battle as far as how they come up and what kind of strategy they're going to use. What about? I mean, how hot is Philly right now? I mean, again, they're doing it with Nick Foles. I mean, they came out of nowhere down the stretch when it looked like they were all set to be eliminated. And what would they need to do to be able to pull an upset in Chicago?
You know, I think you have to rely on Trubisky turning the ball over a bunch, which is kind of hard to rely on as like a key to victory, right? Of course, every coach says key to victory is you know, turning the ball. Yeah, of course it is, but in reality, it doesn't happen as much. And so you have to rely on him turning the ball over because the Eagles can stop the run, and so I think they're going to do well stopping the run. It's a matter of them being able to stop Trubisky passing the ball. On the flip side, they have the offensive line to play with the Bears. Lane Johnson, Khalil Mack. For as great as Khalil Mack is, I watched him play my brother 5 times in the last 3 years. My brother shut him down every game. And when you watch Khalil Mack play against the best right tackles, he tends not to do as well. So Lane Johnson is one of the better tackles in the National Football League, and I think he's the second best right tackle this season. And then you have this big guard in Brandon Brooks against Hicks. I think Hicks will try to play over the left guard more often because that's probably the better matchup for him. But the Eagles have an offensive line they can stay with the Bears now. They don't really have a wide receiver probably. They can do much damage. They'll have to find ways to do that. But I think with Foles, when he's in the game, he just runs what the coaches tell him. Like, you're running this play. You're running this, and he just does it, right? He doesn't try to make the home run. He doesn't try to make the monster play like Wentz does. And the offense seems to be more fluid.
Of course, that's the one thing I think is going to be fascinating about the whole set of playoff games is now you have the established quarterbacks, the older quarterbacks, but also a bunch of new quarterbacks and guys that can. It's not easy for a first-time quarterback or a second-time quarterback in the playoffs to be able to pull off that victory.
Yeah, I mean, look, the playoffs are a different beast. I've been there 3 times. I've lost all 3 games. When I was a rookie, my offensive line coach told me something that's very true. Dave Magazoo was the Panthers offensive line. He said and he had been to Super Bowl, so he could talk about this, and I have not been. There's like 5 kind of speeds to the game, right? There's preseason speed. There's week 1 where everyone's kind of amped up. Then things kind of settle. Things kind of settle into place. Then there's the playoff push. Then there's the playoff and the Super Bowl. So that's what 6 of them. It's totally true, man. The game just picks up in the playoffs. I mean, I played a road game in Indianapolis, man. That thing was so fast. It was the hitting, the focus, the detail, just everything was. The game was played at such a different speed than any regular season game that I've ever played in. And that's something that young quarterbacks, young teams just haven't dealt with.
No doubt. And, of course, as you look at it, that's why I wonder about Mitch Trubisky, because I thought that is an attractive game to go to. Now, again, the Bears' defense is just sensational, really good. But, again, if Trubisky makes mistakes, they're vulnerable.
Yeah. And that's the problem with the Bears, I think, is they're not a quarterback not good enough right now to compete through the entire playoffs. Yeah, can they win this game with Eagles? Yeah, sure. Of course they can. They're not being the Saints in the Dome.
No, agreed. What's your thoughts on Dak Prescott and kind of go through that matchup and going against Seattle?
Yeah, it's going to be a good matchup. The thing about the Cowboys' offense, obviously they run first. And Seattle's run defense, I think, should be fine. The health of Tyron Smith and Zach Martin will be big things to look at. The right guard and left tackle. The Cowboys don't play, but they've kind of been beat up all season long. And Bobby Wagner, I think, is less than 1% of missed tackles this year, something like that. And Zeke Elliott's number 1 in the NFL in yards after contact. So that's obviously a really important matchup to watch there. But the Cowboys' offense, at least vertically speaking, is just Amari Cooper. We've seen the last couple of weeks teams have been able to shut that down. So I think Seattle focuses a lot on trying to shut down Cooper and just contain the run game and try to make Dak Prescott make plays. And I like Dak. He's a good player. He actually plays well. His QBRs, his rating was good in the 4th quarter. He does some good things, but Wilson is the superior quarterback to Dak right now, and that's where Seattle has a big advantage, in my opinion.
No doubt. How close do you see this game? I saw pretty much a 1-point favorite by the Cowboys, which kind of gives you the indication that they're kind of iffy as far as the Cowboys in home field.
Well, they've played better at home, though, in general, right? The Cowboys have. Their defense is better. Everything's better. But Seattle, to me, they're not a veteran team, but they're veteran at quarterback. And that matters on the road. You play as a team, you kind of the energy off your quarterback. And look, and defensively, Wright is back now. They play in these big games, man. They're not gonna fret playing in Dallas. You've been to Dallas, I assume.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The new stadium. It's not like a great home field advantage. It's more of a party than it is a home field advantage.
What's your thoughts on Houston and Indy?
I just think if you look at the Colts, they're just better than the Texans. Their DVOA is better than Texans. Their offensive defense are just more efficient. They have a better offensive line. The Texans offensive line is dreadful. They just went into Houston and beat them a couple weeks ago. Look, quite honestly, the first game, much different atmosphere. they had a chance to tie that game at least, right? They obviously went for a fourth down, and Houston ended up taking a field goal to win. So I like the Colts in this game. I like what Andrew Luck's doing. We talk a lot about their offense, but their defense is playing really, really good football right now. They shut down the Texans. They shut down the Giants, Saquon Barkley. They shut down the Cowboys up in Indy as well. So I think the Colts win this game outright.
Yeah, because, I mean, they're hot, and the fact that they went there a couple of weeks ago and didn't get intimidated, took the 17-7 lead in the second quarter and never looked back. And, you know, they're a dangerous, dangerous team.
They are, and, you know, it's pretty impressive to go 1-5 and end up where they're at right now. And, you know, dangerous is good in the playoffs. It's good to kind of come in hot. I will say this, though. You know, the Saints, the last time they won the Super Bowl, they had the same thing. They lost the same three teams. They lost in Week 17 to the Panthers. I played that game. But they only have to win 2 games in the Dome, and that's a huge thing out in the NFC. And the AFC, look, the Chiefs, I love the Chiefs, obviously. My brother plays for them, but their defense, to me, is just atrocious.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's good enough to win.
No, I agree with that. And then finally, your thoughts on the one remaining game that's going to be the Chargers and the Ravens.
I think the Chargers win this game. I put a video on my Twitter at Jeff Schwartz. The Ravens really got after the Chargers and attacked their running back and pass protection. I highlighted 3 sacks. And I think this is a spot where the Chargers can really just determine, like, we're either going to go empty or we're gonna move the back around and do some creative things in pass protection and really stymie that. If you give Rivers time, I think he'll be fine. You know, they played, like I said, the rematch, in my opinion, in this contest favors Chargers 100%.
Okay, so what do we have on the Action Network and on the app?
Well, we're going to have everything covered for this wild card games, and we have also the BOWMAN Clemson game on Monday. So, you know, like I said, I'm writing an article now. We already have stuff out right now. We'll have our picks up there as well and who we like. But this is going to be a great weekend of football, and I'm so excited for it.
Okay, it's going to be great. Jeff, as always, great catching up with you, and thanks for joining us in the Venue Kings Hotline.
All right, take care, John.
All right, that's Jeff Schwartz from the Action Network. And, of course, coming back, we're going to come looking what's going on in the National Football League, all the coaching moves and everything else. It's the John Clayton Show on 710 ESPN Seattle.
The Hawks and Cowboys have traded punches for years.
Romo's going to run it, and he's hit, he's not down, he doesn't get there.
The Hawks delivered a big blow in Week 3.
Chris Carson pounds his way in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
This Saturday, the Hawks look to deliver the knockout punch.
It's about us, never do.
Seahawks, Cowboys, Saturday at 5:15 pregame at 2.
This is going to be a show.
Get prepped all week on the home of the Seahawks playoff run. 710 ESPN Seattle.
The most awarded craft distillery in North America for the 5th year in a row is your headquarters for award-winning Bloody Marys. We've got all the ingredients to build a better Bloody. Try our batch number 12 vodka, bacon vodka, sweet ghost pepper vodka, or D's seasoned vodka. Made exclusively to elevate your Bloody Mary and other tasty inventions. And that's just a few of the fixins we have.
You want to know what a real Bloody Mary tastes like? Come to a Heritage Distilling tasting room.
Gig Harbor, Capitol Hill, Ballard, Roslyn, and Eugene. Cheers to the new standard in Bloody Marys.
Okay, here's the deal. You're a freelancer, a hired hand, a self-made, self-owned business of one. Whether you're a contractor, creative director, or consultant, you're the boss. And that makes things easy. Unless, of course, you're trying to get a mortgage. When it comes to qualifying for a cash-out refi, gig economy workers come with more obstacles, more complexities, and more stress, right? Wrong. Dial 855-875-CASH, and one of our cash-out mortgage specialists will help you qualify for the lowest interest loan possible, regardless of your source of income. It's the easiest call you'll make all day. That's 855-875-CASH. Make the cash call today. First Mortgages, Impact Mortgage Group, DBA Cash Call Mortgage, 19500 Jamboree Road, Irvine, California, 92612, NMLS 128231. Equal housing lender, not licensed in all states, including New York. Call 855-657-9910 for licensing terms and restrictions. Again, that's 855-875-CASH. Make the cash call today.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
To learn more about our programs and to donate, visit us online at carsforkids.com. Remember,
also accepting boats, motorcycles, RVs, and real estate donations.
Do you know someone in need of a free wheelchair ramp? The Master Builders Association of King and Snohomish Counties would like to help. For 25 years, local residential builders have built free wheelchair ramps for our neighbors in need through Rampathon. If someone you know needs help with access to their home, please visit rampathon.org and complete an application or call 425-460-8232. Applications are being accepted now through March 1st, 2019.
Homeowners, do you feel like you're stuck on the credit card treadmill? Stressed because your consumer debt and monthly payments are just too high? Well, Brock Hewitt here for Tila Mortgage with a solution. Home values in our area have risen dramatically, which means you probably have significant equity in your very own home. And a cash-out refinance with Tila to put that money back in your pocket. Make a fresh start this new year by consolidating that lingering credit card debt, student loans, home equity line of credit, or second mortgage. Interest rates could rise again, so cashing out your home equity now could be your best decision. Tila Mortgage has been part of our community for over 20 years. And whether it's a refinance, purchase, or reverse mortgage, they're ready to help. T-I-L-A spelled Tila is a name you can trust for truthful, honest, and ethical advice for all your mortgage needs. Call Tila Mortgage today, 206-766-8888, 206-766-8888, or TILAMortgage.com. Powered by Hometown Lenders CLA 65084.
John Clayton.
Powered through the Alaska Airlines Studios.
On demand with the 710 Seattle Sports app.
And of course, it's a busy time right now because with 8 job openings, I mean, there's interviews going on like crazy, lots of rumors, and of course, a lot on the line. But once again, it's just amazing to think that NFL owners do not get it. And what I mean by do not get it is that they make too many coaching changes. And with that in mind, it's like, where are you going to find the replacements? I mean, take a look how bad it is right now for the even the Cincinnati Bengals, but the Miami Dolphins. All right, so here they have Adam Gase. They let him go, and he's already lined up 3 interviews, and he's now one of the hot names on the market, and they let him go. And so now they can't get Mike McCarthy to agree to come down there because it's too far away from Green Bay, where his wife wants to have the 2 kids in still high school finish up their school and not move. And so he's looking at more places like Cleveland and the Jets. So that's bad. This is the year that they can't probably get Jim Harbaugh. I know that they're thinking about trading for John Harbaugh, but that could cost 2 high draft choices. That's not good. And what are they really looking at? Are they looking? And it's all over the place. Same thing in Arizona. I mean, Arizona got turned down by Eric Bieniemy, believe it or not. Eric Bieniemy does not want to interview with the Arizona Cardinals, and they couldn't get Mike McCarthy to agree to even come in for an interview for them. So they're not in good shape. So I just kind of wonder what these teams are really up to and what they're trying to do. And more, I just kind of shake my head and say, what is going on?
Yeah, it's really crazy to me. Sometimes it seems like certain guys get overlooked and then certain guys get a million chances. I think it's odd that seeing that Brian Flores from the Patriots is being requested when, it's his first season overseeing the defense. And at first, I don't know if they have now, but they didn't even give him the defensive coordinator title to start off the year. It was kind of like he's going to oversee the defense and Belichick's going to be involved too. And then for some reason, I think it's odd that we haven't heard anything, if you're going to look at a guy like that, about Ken Norton Jr. getting head coaching interviews.
Yeah, no, it's, of course, I think you would, even Brian Schottenheimer, because I would have to think that there's got to be some interest in Brian Schottenheimer, particularly with the season that he's had. And so, yeah, it's a little crazy, and that's why, again, you look it through the list and you can see the failures. I mean, I think the one stat that's so amazing is that in 2016, there were 7 coaching hires and 6 have already been fired. The only survivor is Doug Peterson.
Man.
I mean, how bad is that?
Yeah. Well, and then I've brought this up before, but I just think it's crazy for a team like the Cardinals to not even give a guy more than 1 season when you've got a lot of work to be done.
Mm-hmm.
I know every now and then someone can come in and turn around a team like Matt Nagy has, but it's pretty rare. I think normally you need to give a guy a little more than 1 year to prove himself.
Well, and of course, I mean, and sometimes that can be, I don't think in the case of Matt Nagy it's going to be a failure, but I think that you look at, Adam Gase. I mean, he went to the playoffs, took 1 trip to the playoffs as a wild card in his first couple years, and then you saw other coaches do the same thing. I mean, Ben McAdoo did it with the New York Giants, and look what happened to him.
Exactly.
And, I mean, you look at Miami. I mean, what have they done? I mean, they did not get Jim Harbaugh, And when they were trying to get him, he went to San Francisco. And so they go through Joe Philbin, and now they go through Adam Gase. And who knows how this one's going to be, because the one that comes in there and takes over that franchise may or may not like Ryan Tannehill. And so much talent has been chased away from the Dolphins. I mean, no Jay Ajayi. They traded him because Adam basically took the position because he had control of the 53-man roster. That it's like, okay, I don't like some of these guys. They're bad influences in the locker room. We're going to get rid of them. But he chased away too much talent to a point
they
where
lost Sue and Landry, and
right.
It's pretty crazy, but people are still chasing after him.
I know. It's I find the whole thing very, very bizarre.
You love those supposed quarterback gurus, even if it starts to look like maybe they're not. It's not like he got that much out of Tannehill, or I guess Osweiler came in for a couple games and looked all right this year, but that's kind of his MO.
Well, that's the old standard line for backup quarterbacks. It's like if you have a good one, and wouldn't even call Osweiler a good one, but he can come off the bench and win you 3 games, but if you play him 6, he'll lose you 3 games. Ryan Fitzpatrick was a classic example of that, although it was after 2 games that he started to falter, because once you get 3 games of tape, you pretty well know what is there, and you can try to end up beating it. And that's why it's hard. I mean, you look at backup quarterbacks. I mean, they're like 33% propositions as far as winning. They're like 333. I mean, so they can maybe win 1 out of every 3 games, and the first one they may have the advantage, but after that, it's all suspect.
Yeah, except for maybe Mark Sanchez. No.
Yeah, he looked real good in his 1 loss.
Yeah. Well, things are pretty early on in this coaching carousel. Do you think that at some point we are going to start seeing some requests for Brian Schottenheimer and Ken Norton Jr.?
Yeah. I mean, of course, the one reason you probably haven't seen it happen yet, or maybe it's happened, but it's been put under wraps, is that you can't interview a coach that's in the playoffs this week. And so you have to kind of wait and give him a chance maybe after the weekend. And of course, like in the case of Chris Richard, I mean, he has 3 or 4 requests, and he is waiting until after the game on Sunday to start doing the interviews. And that's just the logical thing, because again, I go Frank Reich last year. I mean, I thought he was going to be in the first wave and get a lot of requests, but what ended up happening, he turned everything down because he wanted to concentrate on getting to the Super Bowl and trying to win. And then, of course, when Joshy Boy McDaniels came back and said that he's not taking the Indianapolis job after arranging the staff and having a staff pretty well hired, he ended up staying there. And of course, then Frank Reich gets the job, and now look how, in fact, right now, as you've heard from Jeff Schwartz, that I think we all think that the Colts can win this game over Houston.
Yeah, you talked to Brian Schottenheimer yesterday, and we talked about the job that he's done and how impressive it is, the turnaround, especially on offensive line. The Seahawks needed to change a lot from the year before to get that run game going. But I think what Ken Norton Jr. has done with the defense is as impressive, if not more, because of all the that's where they had the most of the losses. We talk about these Pro Bowlers that they lost last year. How big of a blow do you think it would be if they were to lose him to a head coaching job?
It'd be a blow, but again, like the one thing that's great about Pete is he always promotes his coaches and is always looking out for them to get an opportunity. I just don't get the feeling that Ken's going to be in the mix. I do think that Brian may get an interview or 2, and we'll see how that goes. But again, the list is just so weak. I mean, how about Todd Monken was on a 5-win team for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, he put up like 5,000 yards of offense or passing offense or stuff like that with Jameis Winston and Ryan Fitzpatrick, and now he's a hot candidate for the New York Jets. And that was a losing team. They all got fired.
Yeah, there may be some numbers there, but just with some of the talent that they have, like Mike Evans and Deshaun Jackson, it still seems like they underperformed, right?
No question. And then you look at Matt LaFleur. You don't know if he's ready yet to be a head coach. I mean, it wasn't like it was a great Tennessee Titans season for offense. I mean, they did it with squeaking by as far as close games and having up and down performances by the defense. They got to 9 wins, and then they lose the last game to Indianapolis, and that pretty well knocked them out. But how good are they, and how good's Matt LaFleur? And that's the thing, because remember, so many of these hires, if you're hiring the offensive guru, are guys that have never called plays. I mean, Matt Nagy didn't call plays. I mean, and he's done a great job. Eric Bieniemy hasn't called plays, but he's going to get a head coaching job, and good for them. But again, you're taking gambles so much on guys that you really don't know.
I know, and that's why there are a couple of familiar names out there. Do you think with these rumors that Jim Harbaugh may make his comeback into the NFL either this year or next?
I think next year, not this year, because I think what he wants to do is get that Michigan win over Ohio State and, take care of recruiting classes and all that. So, no, I don't necessarily see that happening. So stay tuned on that front because, again, I do think he'll be turning pro at some point. But when, I think that's going to be a big question. Hey, it's don't forget, it's the John Clayton Show on your home for the Seahawks playoff run and the best Hawks coverage all day long at 710 ESPN Seattle. Coming up next, we're going to get you in touch with Sebastian Janikowski. It's the John Clayton Show on 710 ESPN Seattle.
The Seattle Seahawks are in the playoffs.
The Seahawks are born and open.
Get the most on the playoffs all week with a playoff roundtable every afternoon at 2.
Seattle has, my way of thinking, as good a chance as anybody.
Every 710 ESPN Seattle host and expert breaks down every aspect of the Hawks wildcard playoff game from 2 to 3.
You handle them up front, you have a heyday offensively.
710 ESPN Seattle, the home of the Seahawks playoffs.
NC Machinery has the Caterpillar equipment you need to get any job done right. You'll find the full cat line of backhoes, mini excavators, skid steer, and track loaders at NC Machinery. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months on select models of new cat equipment OAC. And for a limited time, when you stop by for a free consultation, you'll get a $100 Cabela's gift card. Just mention this ad, new customers only while supplies last. Visit ncmachinery.com or find them in Monroe, Tukwila, 5 Mount Vernon, and Chehalis. Restrictions, terms, and conditions apply only at NC Machinery locations.
Baseball fans, plan your spring break this year with a fun and relaxing getaway with your Seattle Mariners. The Peoria Sports Complex in sunny Arizona is the place to be this spring as the Mariners gear up for their 2019 campaign. Come enjoy the great weather, delicious food, and cold craft beers from local Pacific Northwest breweries in Seattle's home away from home. Make your plans to join the Mariners at the Peoria Sports Complex. For tickets, visit springtraininginpeoria.com.
Guys, look, as we get older, most of us will have problems with our male performance. Maybe it's occasional, maybe it's all the time. This causes stress in our relationships. You may have tried pills or supplements. If they didn't work well, you may feel that you'll never have a healthy love life again. Well, now there are medical providers that focus on men's sexual health. Universal Men's Clinic helps men suffering from erectile dysfunction.
I'm Dr. Charles Arakaki. The Universal Men's Clinic specializes in using modern medicine and a sophisticated monitoring system to help men suffering from ED or low testosterone. Our professional staff is specially trained, discreet, and confidential. They are dedicated to helping you find the right medication for your sexual health needs and have helped men with sexual function issues, even those who have not been able to perform in years.
Call Universal Men's Clinic at 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit universalmensclinic.com.
Wouldn't you like to achieve your personal fitness potential and discover the key nutrients your body needs to thrive? You can by unlocking your genetic secrets with Pro Medical at Pro Club. Using breakthrough gene science, our physician-led team and geneticists will analyze your unique genetic blueprint, then translate those insights into personalized genetic programs to help your body feel great, look great, and perform at its best. You'll discover things like the type of exercise your body responds best to and which foods you may want to avoid. But Pro Medical doesn't just give you a mountain of genetic data. They give you a personalized plan. You'll work one-on-one with our registered dietitians and personal trainers who will help you make sense of your genetic revelations and create nutrition and fitness programs tailored to your body's specific needs. Take your fitness and nutrition to the next level with personalized genetic wellness programs. Only for you. Only from Pro. Make your appointment today. Visit ProClub.com.
Hey, it's Tom Wassel and the new year is here. What's your New Year's resolution? If you're planning to be healthier, it all starts with a good night's rest. You've heard me tell my story about tossing and turning, but after MyPillow, I wake up feeling great. It's amazing what a difference a good pillow can make. MyPillow had a Christmas special, and it was such an amazing deal that they've extended the offer. Right now, when you go to MyPillow.com and click on the special, here's what you're going to find. It's the lowest price MyPillow's ever offered for their 4-pack, and it includes free shipping. So best price ever, free shipping, extended money-back guarantee. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the special, and enter my promo code 710ESPN, and you'll get 2 premium MyPillows and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. There's nothing better than the gift of sleep. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the special, and use my code 710ESPN. Again, best price ever for a 4-pack, free shipping, and extended money-back guarantee. Remember to enter my promo code 710ESPN or call 800-970-2959. Happy New Year from MyPillow.
Swinging a drive deep to left field. Upper deck. Holy smokes.
Sounds like Mariners baseball is on deck. 2019 Mariners tickets are on sale now. Lock in your spot for can't-miss events like Opening Day versus the Red Sox, Fireworks Nights, and big matchups against the Cubs, Cardinals, and more. Get tickets at Mariners.com and all Mariners team store locations. Mariners baseball. True to the Blues.
710 KIRO AM Seattle, KIRO FM HD2 Tacoma, streaming live on the 710 Sports app. The voice of Seattle sports. 710 ESPN Seattle. Seattle Sports Snapshot. The Seahawks begin their playoff run in Dallas Saturday at 5:15. Get the most on the Hawks run with a playoff roundtable every day at 2. And listen to the game live Saturday, starting with the pregame show at 2. University of Washington safety Taylor Rapp announced that he'll be leaving early and entering the NFL draft. Rapp is expected to be one of the first safeties taken in the draft.
Snapshot, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, Washington's most refreshing beer.
This hour of the John Clayton Show is brought to you by Muckleshoot Casino.
John Clayton.
Powered through the Alaska Airlines Studios.
Streaming live at 710sports.com. On demand everywhere on the 710 Seattle Sports app. Now, John Clayton.
Well, one guy that has now won 2 games at the last second against the Arizona Cardinals and came here from the Oakland Raiders, ended up beating out Jason Myers, who had a great season with the New York Jets, Sebastian Janikowski. And, being around 40 years old, he's been in the league since 2000. I mean, he's had just a long, great career. He struggled at different times this year, had injuries in the OTAs, and then settled in, and of course did scare some people with maybe a few missed kicks during the season. He was 20 for 25. May not have been the season he was hoping for, but still a season that he really enjoyed because he made the playoffs, something that he didn't get to do often or at all with the Oakland Raiders, and really likes his team. Let's catch up with Sebastian Janikowski.
Joining us right now, Sebastian Janikowski. So how do you look at this year? How's it gone for you so far?
For me, I just enjoyed the year. I know the stats look for it, just finishing with 81%, which is okay. But just to be around those guys in the locker room is special. These guys, they love each other, they play for each other, and the coaches. So,
is it compared to any Raider year as far as being a fun year?
I think it's way back, but I'll probably go to like 2002. Guys got it together, they're really close to each other, and then just play ball.
Yeah, that was a good team. That was a fun team to be around.
It was fun team to be around. It was fun team just go work and, pretty much live with these guys. You live with them most of the time. You spend so much time with these guys, so it's awesome.
What's unique about this group?
Dedication. I see a lot of dedication, and then they play for each other. And coaching stuff, they put them in a great position to be successful.
And also, I mentioned Pete makes it fun to be a player on this team.
Yeah, he makes it fun, but he expects from you that he brings the best out of you. Doing practice, doing anything, he's always competing. So that's why I love this. It's pretty crazy. It's awesome.
Yeah. Also, it was good to you because you were able to get together.
What is going on, everybody? The Marlins sold for 28. But we'll wait and see what's going on. So he's in that 15-minute countdown. But they did sell for $28. What's going on, Michael? How's it going today, bud? So they did sell. They sold for 28. So we'll see what's going on. Oh, we got a couple of people that might want them. Oh, excuse me. So, just give him the courtesy like I do everybody. But, since most people are already paid, let's get opening up packs first, and then we'll see what's going on with this guy. So, just like yesterday, and we'll see what's going on. So, and then we'll be giving away the free packs again today. So let me hit record. And then, like I said, we'll check, see if this guy's going to pay for Mars. Actually, let me look at his eBay record real quick. Well, let's see if he's see if I'm going to have to worry about him or not. They sold for less than yesterday. I think they sold for more yesterday. Looks like he buys into a couple of breaks. So we'll just give him a chance here. What is going on, everybody? Triple X 12th Man here with Epic Case Breaks, doing our second half eBay break of Bowman Draft Baseball. So you can see these are numbered from yesterday. You can watch the previous YouTube video. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8. So those will be the other half. So I just want to thank everybody that got into the break today. All the previous customers and the new customers, appreciate you guys. So we have one team that's not paid for yet. We will check when I'm done opening up the packs and cards, and then we'll figure out what to do with the team. So we have Kevin with the Diamondbacks, Heston with the Braves, Michael O, Steven Red Sox, Jeff Cubs, Michael White Sox, Douglas Reds, Joe Indians, Keith Rockies, Thomas Tigers, Heston Astros, David Royals, Keith Angels, Heston Dodgers. Marlins are still up maybe. Brian Brewers, Chris Twins, Josh with the Mets, Chris Yankees, Thomas A's, Chris Phillies, Pete Pirates, Michael Padres, Heston Giants, Chris Mariners, Pete Cardinals, Don Rays, Thomas Rangers, Jesse Blue Jays, Michael with the Nationals. So we'll open up these. And then the first half wasn't that good, wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best. So I'm really hoping this half produces a monster for us. Let me take this off real quick. Hold on a second, just so we have a clear screen here. Let's lower this a little bit so we can see our cards. Go. And everything from yesterday, for you guys that bought it yesterday, is already in the mail. So these will go out today as well. Boom. Yeah, good luck, everybody. I'm hoping to see a nice monster on this half. That's for sure. Oops. Alright, so open up these first. And then we'll check on, see if Mr. Kauai is going to pay for his team. hoping for a nice monster today. And then, like I said, we'll do some guessing for some free packs of cards. I didn't give away too many free packs yesterday, so. What's up, GC? Oh, we have a busted pack here. Sometimes these packs open good and sometimes they don't. So how's everybody's day going today? Everybody's still recovering from New Year's? I know I feel 1,000 times better today than I did yesterday. Holy moly. We have a nice little wind and rainstorm coming on today. Supposed to get lots of rain and oh Jesus criminy. If any of those are damaged, guys, I will take care of you. So if there's a big hit and it is damaged, I do apologize for that. I will give you the value of the card. Not good, not good. Epic fail right there. I'm trying to be careful. So, epic fail on my part. I think we'll be okay. They're just a little slippery this morning for some reason. So, epic fail on my part. Like I said, if there's anything damaged, that's a big card. I will take care of you. So we will look at all autos and make sure everything is good. Yeah, it would suck if it was. Oh, yeah, that would be horrible. But I will take care of you if we have a good monster card that is... I think we're okay. We just kind of slid, so... One thing about Bowman, they are a little thicker than normal. But any part, epic fill on my part. First time I've ever had that happen. There's a first for everything. Yeah, watch it be like a Mize or a freaking monster superfractor. That would be hilarious. That was just weird how that happened. How you doing there, DC? All right, last box, guys, and then we'll get going. Keep moving my camera. And then I'll check on the Marlins here and see if payment's in, and then we'll decide who, if I do sell them. I know I have one person on Breakers that's interested in them. So we have a couple people that are interested in the Marlins. I've got Andrew on YouTube and then Cards on Breakers that is interested in them. Alright, guys. That's there. Sorry about the noise. There's just a lot of debris on the mat, and I try not to get Alright, let me check this guy real quick, guys, and then we'll get going. We're actually a little ahead of schedule, so let me see what's going on with Mr. So who's all interested in the Marlins? I know I have one person on Breakers that's interested in. They sold for 28. I have one guy that's interested on Breaker's side. That's interested in them, so. So I think maybe we'll do a little bit of if you guys want them. I don't know how many people are interested. Like I said, I know I have one guy interested, so I know Andrew, are you there? No problem there, buddy, no problem. Alright, just, alright, I think I just sold them. So, we'll get going. So let me cancel that order, guys, and we'll get going with the cards. So we're ahead of schedule, so that's good. I like that. Here we go, guys. We are full thank you cards. Matthew, thank you, buddy. Alright, guys, here we go. The break is going on. So good luck, everybody. Let me get some... So let's do this. Everybody guess the first auto. Everybody guess the first auto. Will open up. They'll get a free pack of cards. A brand new box I just opened yesterday. So... brand new box I just opened up yesterday, and everybody has a chance of some cards. So we got Gorman, Carthy. We're into box one. We got the Mariners, Mariners. We can guess teams. We don't have to guess names. Just guess the team. That might make it easier where I can give away a couple of... hopefully get a good card. So let's just guess the team. We got Mariners. I know who Gorman plays for, St. Louis, so we got that. Alright, guys, so good luck, Royals. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. And Tristan. And paper. Now, just so you guys know, the ones with the doubles, at the end, I'll randomize 1, 2, 3 will be the left side, 4, 5, 6 will be the right side. If there are two teams on it and we do get two cards, one will go to each team. But if there's only one, the winner of the dice will get that card. Oh, there we go. That's a beautiful Blue Wave auto for the Colorado Rockies. Grant, anybody call the Rockies? No, but that is a nice, good looking card right there. 47/150 for the Rockies. Who got the Rockies? Keith D. Congratulations. Nice blue wave hit right there. We'll start off with a gray auto. Gray auto to start this break off with. And Casey Mize. Crummy. And our next auto, Connor Scott, Miami. I thought I saw Miami. Did anybody type down Miami? Nope. But we do have a Connor Scott for Miami. So Miami's going to, look at there, buddy. Cards in May. You got a card. See, the teams that don't get paid for it always hit. There you go, Matthew. You got yourself a hit already. All right, next team, guys. Yep, it does. Next team, guys. Next team for next auto. Or next, yeah. So just name the team. And we got a nice sky blue of Jason Schroeder for Houston. This is number 249 of 499. Houston getting a card. We got Royals, Pirates. And then, so this is a dual card, like I said. So 1, 2, 3. When I roll the dice at the end, those will be random off. But if there's 2 cards, each team will get one, just to make it fair. All right. Oh, nice. For the Mariners, Sam Carlson. Purple, 238 of 250. Nice looking card right there. Purple for the Mariners. I think I had better light with that on. And then we have a blue paper of Mike Sorwin. So 135 of 150. Alright, here's the stack. Hopefully the superfractor that fell over right here is not damaged. So this is the stack that fell. So hopefully we don't have any damage auto. And Owen White, 2K. And all upside down. And there's our auto. And we have a sky blue of Matt Manning, 489 of 499. And let's see, I thought I saw our auto. And our auto, so I'm going to lay it down right there because I want you guys to guess real quick. So what do you guys, we have Indians, Cubs, Royals, Blue Jays, Pirates, and our auto is Booyah. And it's no damage. It looks, the corners look great. But New York, Simon Woods Richardson's for New York. And this card looks to be perfect. No ding or anything like that. So the Mets. Who gets the Mets? I don't see the Mets. but nobody guessed the Mets. But there you go there, Josh. It's not the one we're looking for, but hopefully we'll hit it. But the card looks great. No damage to it, so. And we have a nice green Albert Kipon. This is 24 of 99 for Milwaukee. Nice hit, Milwaukee. I will do a hit recap at the end of this, guys, so if you missed something, I will do the hit recap. And Corey Hall, 217, 402 for the Marlins. Marlins are getting all the colored cards. Detroit. And last little stack for box one. And then we have a Mize and a Singer. Now, okay, box one down on the book. So not bad, box one. Not bad at all. And there was no casualties. No casualties. Whoa. Come on, cards. Alright, guys. Next team. What's the next team? Next team for so we have the Indians. We got Indians, Rays. I got one guy that's muted. We got the A's. All right, guys. So here we go. Next auto. Oh, that's a nice card. Alec Baum. Nice card for the Phillies. Joey. Kaboom. Gray and Thomas. And we have a nice Sam Carlson green for the Mariners, 69 of 99. I think our yeah. And we have a Jackson and an Eakin, and our auto again. Miami's getting another one. Osiris Johnson. So Miami, 2 hits for the non-team paying. Miami's getting another hit. Osiris Johnson. Nobody guessed Miami. Alright, next team. Next team's going to get 2 packs. You guys get it? Next team gets 2 packs of cards. That's weird that that was upside down. And we have orange. Orange, nice for Detroit. Bo Burrows, 9/25 for Detroit. Nice looking card. On that. Alright, here we go. So we still got some teams. We haven't got that auto yet, so let's see. Oh, nice. For the A's, Dallas Woodford. 21/150. And Andres Gimenez, 138/250 for the Mets. Nice purple there. Oh, you did? Man, I'd like to pull a Kalinick. And our auto is nice. Look at that. Shimmer, Nick Marginal, 25/71. There you go, Fitz. There's a nice card. That's a big boomer. 25/71. Beautiful card. Congratulations, Fitz. All right. Yeah, big card. Nice. There you go, dude. I'm glad I pulled you. That is a beautiful card, 25/71. It looks pretty damn centered. Autos, well, there's a smidge on the auto. Well, I don't know if it's like a mark, but could get a 9.5. But beautiful card, congratulations. And nobody called the White Sox? Nope. All right, next team, guys. Next team. We should have one more auto. Yep. Josh Stowers for the Mariners, 446/499. We got Red Sox, Mariners. Oh, it's a redemption. I'll give you guys all another guess. It's a redemption. So guess who the redemptions are? Ryder Green for the Yankees. 266/402. Yankees, Ryder Green. All right, so we got the Here we go, guys. Everybody's got their teams in. You know that, hey, Fitz, that card I hit you yesterday, that redemption, that Murreg or whatever his name was, that's a couple $100 card on that redemption for the Washington yesterday for you. Here we go, guys. Due to receive a chrome. We have a chrome. Refractor of Anthony Siegler. What team does he play for? Yeah, Michael, that card is a couple $100 card. Who does Anthony Siegler play for? Anybody know off the top of your head? Let me look it up. Does he play for the Yankees? Yeah, Yankees. Okay. I just didn't know that name, so Yankees will get that. And then who guessed? So we had a few people that guessed the Yankees on the team. So this is go to the Yankees. So who all guessed? We got Tommy C guessed the Yankees. We had Shadow or who guessed the Yankees? Shadow. All right, so Tommy C and Shadow. Open up those two for you guys. So these will be Shadows. If there's an auto, it will ship, or short print, it will ship. Otherwise, these are all base. Nothing good. Don B. Okay. And like I said, these will not, if the auto comes out or short print, there you go. So you got a David Price for the Red Sox, game used. There you go. So I will put that in your package, Don. Oh, did you guess the... I'll get it for you guys. I have so much of this top stuff, it's not a big deal. So Don, I will have that in your package for you. And this is for Tommy C. And then I will give you a pack, Pete. Sorry. And so we have... Oh, there's a gold. So there we go for Tommy C. 206, 218. Ian Happ. I'll send these to you. Freddie Freeman. Is that a short print? And nope, not a short print. It looked like it. So Tommy C, PM me your address or send me 25 cents PayPal and I'll get these out if you want them. So those are yours. Alright, and then one for Pete. Here you go, Pete. One for you. And that was that. Alright guys, let's go on to the next box. Let me put this away. Alright, box 3. Or 7, however you want to word it. All right, so next team. Next team. Jonathan, India. I'll sleeve those up. Those are both the Reds. Indians. There's an orange something right there. I think it's an orange auto, so it could be a big card. And I saw the team. So somebody's going to be happy. I'm hoping it's a big name. I see it, guys. I'm going to set it. It's an orange. So I'm going to set it right here. It's a good team. So I'm going to go through these. And then we'll figure it out. But it's a good team with a big name. So, and it's orange. So hopefully it's a monster name. We have Alenci Delgado, 7/250 purple for the White Sox. Oops, had these upside down. How did I mess that up? And we have Mackenzie Gore for the Padres, 10/499 sky blue. And our next auto is, I saw it. Let's see, do we have somebody that guessed it? Nobody guessed this one. And it's a refractor. Brady Singer. Congratulations, Kansas City. That's a nice card right there. David W. 180/499 on the Brady Singer. There you go. Nice card right there, Kansas City. All right. Next team, next guess. And then we have a Logan Allen, 351/402, San Diego. We got Angels, Indian, Rays, Red Sox. And Richardson. All paper base. Nice. The Blaine Enlow White Sparkly Madness. And we have a Tyler Frank for Tampa Bay, 173 of 402. Nice card. You think that's the Mets in the back? I don't know. It's an orange card. We'll see. Royals. It's a good team. They have a good prospect on there, so. Casey Mize, there you go. For Detroit, nice purple, 103/250. Nice paper. That's a good card, and it's worth a couple of bucks. And that is our next auto is, oh, wow. Congratulations, Philly. Who got the Phillies? Chris R. Alec Baum. Boom. That's an epic card right there. So that's a monster hit. That is gorgeous. Congratulations on the bomb. Booyah. Nice. That's a good big card right there. Bomb. Alright, guys. Alright, everybody do the guess on this card. Everybody do the guess. Blake. And then our back card is that. Everybody do a guess. What do you think it is? This is a great half case. Yeah, this half has been lights out. Anybody want to guess the team? Everybody ready? All right. Here we go. We got a White Sox breaker side. Anybody want to guess? It's orange. It's going to be a big card. Yankees fits. We got the Angels, Keith. All right. Boom! Boom, 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 boom. Epic, 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 epic. Tristan Casas. Congratulations, Boston. Who ended up getting Boston? Stephen P. Look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful card. That is just an epic hit right there. Congratulations, Stephen. I know you're in the room, too. Wow. You still got one box left, guys. One box left. But that was an amazing card. Yeah. Congratulations from Mike on Breakers. Yeah. Yeah, this half of the case has just been far superior. I'm super happy this side of the case has gone well. Alright, guys. Yeah, Steven, no problem, buddy. Yeah, that's a beautiful, beautiful card right there. So it looks pretty dang clean. Centering looks good. Auto's clean. It looks pretty decent. So all right, next team, guys. Next team. How about that? There we go, baby! Booyah! There you go, Josh. Epic hit. Didn't even give you a chance. Wow, this half has just been crazy nuts. Crazy nuts. Oh, man. That was exciting. Wow, we got some great hits on this half. I mean, we got the White Sox dude. We hit a bomb. We hit all so far the top rookies so far. We just need one more rookie. Wow. This case is, the first half wasn't that good, but it produced a good hit. The Mize. So Brian Miller, 5 of 499. But this half has just been a monster. Just a monster half. Epic, epic, epic. Alright, so we have the Cardinals for the next guess on a auto. Grant Koch. 196, 402 for the Pirates. What a half. Wow. And left to righty, we'll do those. And our next auto is a Trevor Lawrence for the Twins. It's not a bad one to have either. That one kind of surprised me. Alright, last we have one auto left, guys. One auto left. So let's hope for a monster big auto. Nice. We have a nice gold right here. Jeter Downs, 2 of 50 for the Cincinnati Reds. And we have that. And Mackenzie Gore for the Padres, 90 of 150 blue paper. What an epic case. Come on, give us a good one last auto. Make it a monster. Oops. A blue Jackson Kawhi. 333, 402. Kawhi, however you say it. Oh wait, he did hit India out of the other box. That was a nice one. Here we go. Should have one more auto, guys. One more auto. And Jason Schroeder, 84 150 blue paper, Houston. Do a hit cap, roll the dice, see what side gets what. And there's our auto. I'm going to set it right there. And we got a purple Lenny Torres, 119/250 Cleveland. Nice card right there. All right, guys, last guess on the auto. Last guess. Let's go. 30 seconds. Get your guesses in. Last guess. We got Cardinals. Last guess. What do we got going on? We got the Braves going in on YouTuber side. Rays. M's. D-backs. All right, here we go. Oh, wow, look at that. That's an epic card right there. Green Grant Levine, 45/99 Rockies. That's an epic card. And this card looks super straight too. Wow, what a freaking second half. I'm losing my voice. Wow. What? Wow. This case is, wow. I can't even, it's like epically crazy. Holy. Alright, guys, let me do a hit recap. Actually, let me do the dice real quick so we can see what side gets the cards. The only thing I want this one right here. Yeah, this one. Let's just do this real quick. So we have left, right. Alright, here we go. Roll the dice. Bam! So all the cards will go on the right side. So all the cards will go on the right side. So right side will get the cards. And if there is a duplicate, then you will get the duplicate. So let's do a hit recap. So here's all your cards right here. So Lenny Torres, Schroeder, Kawar, Gore, Downs, Koch, Miller, Mize, Frank, Allen, Gore, Delgado. That's not yours. That's the signature. Let me put that over there. Green, Stowers, Jimenez, Woodfolk, Burrows, Carlson, Howell, Scipion, Manning, Shorin, and Carlson, and Schroeder again. This is Don's from a pack that we opened. So, all right, our autos for the Yankees: Siegler, Grant Levine, 45/99. Larnach for the Twins. Kalinick for the Mets. Cassis for Boston, 8/25 orange, epic. Alec Bohm, epic. Brady Singer, epic. Nick Marginal, 25/71, epic. Osiris Johnson, Connor Scott, Grant Levine, another one, epic. So Colorado Rockies doing some wreck on the colored parallels, Blue Wave. And Simon Wood Richardson's. So that is the break, guys. Wow. That was an amazing break. All these will go out today. All the chrome and everything. Paper does not ship. So if you guys are into basketball, I got a basketball break set up for tomorrow as well. No, excuse me. Sunday. So I'm going to try to do a weekend break. So thank you guys so much. Have an awesome day. That was a super exciting second half. So thank you guys all so much and have a good weekend. Hope to see you guys on Sunday.